And hi, everyone.
Eat
Welcome
my
in.
shorts.
Eat my shorts. I think all of you are on camera. Yes, I see all of you, and I can hear myself. I see myself talking. And I think you guys also, the voices are being heard. Can you say something?
Something.
Something heard.
There you go.
Don't go to bed mad at your spouse's D&D character.
Shasta's being funny by pretending that we can't hear her. Okay, so everybody welcome in. How are we all doing today? You hear your soul. Thank you, Nikki. That's brilliant. I would explain to the group I have to be a little bit quiet to begin with as Minimo goes to bed, and then afterwards I will become more animated and insane. We can only hope. So, how are we all today? Doing well? Excited? We have a party of 4 today. 2 of us are away. But we will soldier on with 4 nonetheless. I feel like they'll be able to handle it. We can handle it, right, guys? You got this? You got this. It's
as
fine.
long as I keep rolling my deception checks.
Oh man, you were doing so well last time. The rolls were high the other week. They were wild. So let's have a little bit of a recap. When last we left Vagjazzle, they were exploring the second HQ of the Xanathar Guild in the level 2 of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. There were 2 Xanathar Guild HQs. They already passed 1 before. But now they're into the second one. They managed to deceive their way in with their classic Inspector line. And Welvrin, having taken the wand from a dead wizard, they inadvertently burnt to a crisp. Having taken the wand that displayed the Xanathar's symbol, they were able to get beyond the undead beholder and then ingratiate themselves with the leader of the group, Nadia, a Goliath, whom Thundara has a little bit of an eye on. Potentially, we don't know. We'll see how that goes.
She's bald and she's hot.
Yeah, I mean, truth. So with that, then you discovered that there is another gate here, a magical gate, which you managed to open. This portal. However, you weren't able to pass through. Again, that familiar message telling you that you aren't strong enough yet, or you aren't ready yet. Thundara lost the weapon given to her by her grandfather, so she was very, very sad. And then she had Jim, one of the bugbears, fashion a new axe head for the old, I guess, what's it called? The shaft. There you go. You put a new axe head onto the shaft. But this one was imbued with the magical tears of a grieving bard. Thundara's tears dropped into the forging of the axe, making it now a magical axe, giving it a +1 damage. It also means now that it is magical, it is far harder to destroy. So we will pick up from there after we do our introductions. So from the bottom, on left hand side on my screen, we'll go to Mojam first.
Hello, my name is Mojam. I play the Green Goblin Ranger called Snickle Bristleback, who loves everything and hates everything about greens, trees and plants and stuff like that. His fun fact, just randomly, is that in his previous life, before he was reincarnated as this goblin, he used to be a 7-foot tall dragonborn barbarian. And that's kind of why he likes to be in high places, view things from above. He's got this weird thing from this past life of a barbarian where he likes, he gets this craving to eat children sometimes. That's just some random inside joke from before. So sometimes he gets the craving as Snickle back as well.
Just out of this story, when we ran Curse of Strahd, was it you who ate the pies?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that would make sense then. But you weren't a barbarian then, were you either?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were you? Oh god, yeah. Oh, of course, this is brilliant. It's all coming together now. The past life of Snickle Bristleback. Do you, in this life, aside from the craving to eat children, sometimes, do you have any other kind of flashes of being a barbarian? Do you have any memories of the previous life?
A little bit of the violence, I guess, like we said, that if he doesn't see trees and stuff, he gets a bit violent. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the barbarian that it comes to him, maybe.
Is this also why he gets on really well with Thundara?
Probably, yeah.
They have that. They have that.
Naturally drawn to that energy.
That and Thundara is insanely
awesome.
charming.
Yeah, I mean Thundara is pretty charming. In fact, yeah, let's go to Thundara. Shasta.
Hi, I'm Shasta. I play Thundara Stoneheart, a Goliath barbarian who loves all things pink and sparkly, glittery, girly. Yeah. And my fun fact is when... Hold on, I got it. I can do this. I'll think of something.
You got it.
Okay. When I was back at the tribe, Marcella and I once got in trouble for using the training pits as our personal mud baths.
Nice.
For girls' spa day.
I'm typing all this down.
You ever had a mud bath, Welvrin?
Can't say I have.
Probably for the best.
We'll work on that.
Go on then, Welvrin. Derek, tell us what's up.
All right, I am Dirk. I'm playing Welvrin, Drow Warlock, and my fun fact for the day is Welvrin. This is just a little small one for today. Welvrin is aggressively punctual. He definitely is on time to everything, and if he's not, he gets really upset about it. And then here's a bonus fun fact. Similar to Snickle not seeing plants, getting upset about that, given Welvrin's patron, he gets upset when he's not around animals.
Okay.
And that's why he's been cranky this whole time.
Oh, that's the
Except
reason.
when we had the horses.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so that's the reason. I see. I see. Okay. But you were okay because, you saw the were-rats.
Yep.
So-
Those aren't animals. Those are abominations. But,
No, I guess they're cursed, I guess. Cursed
Rude.
beasts. Yeah. Rude. Okay. Okay, finally, CG.
Hello, I am CG, and I am playing the blue water genasi druid, the wettest boy in any given room. And my fun fact is I once met a sea pirate. Oh, I added sea. I once met a pirate called Captain Birdseye, who taught him how to make a delicious fish snack, where you take a fillet of fish and you cut it into a little rectangle and you bread it and then you cook it like that. And when he took that to the dwarven camp that he was kind of living at, they absolutely loved it. And then they started putting it between bread, which Sehas was like, well, it's already breaded. Why would you do that? It's redundant.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Captain
Birdseye.
in America, or is it a British thing?
It's a British thing.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Captain Birdseye.
Amazing.
Everyone's favourite DILF. Okay, so we shall begin. As we left off, Jim had just finished. I say Jim had just finished, but Thundara basically took over the forging of the axe, and that has now been complete. You've been informed, Nadia's gone back into the other room. You've been informed that, Welvrin asked about the guards and protection in the floor in the room below in 21, because he noticed on the map there is marks of guards and a ballista there. But Nadia has gone ahead and informed the rest of the Xanathar camp that you inspectors are here. She's also given you a sheet signed by her as a high up captain, ranked captain, if you display this kind of this pass to anyone, any Xanathar guild, it should allow you entry without any trouble. Now the question is, where do you want to go next?
So
I
Zahas
do.
wanders in and
Oh yeah, Zahas comes back.
sorry, I seem to get a lot of fleas when I'm in my ape form. I don't know, but I have to deal with them. And then I look at Thandar and say, "Oh, did you change your hair? Something's different."
Thank you for noticing.
Anyway,
I put my hair
what
up
are
in
we
a
doing?
ponytail.
There was a very friendly beholder I had to walk past, but what are we doing?
Zahas, we're doing an inspector thing. You know how it is. I would like to go talk to Nadia before we head out to the next room.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to be there.
Of course.
I will be there.
So hold on. So you're all going to go in here. So she's in that room. She was sparring with the various thugs and bugbears, although they're now kind of like all in separate places doing their own thing. The sparring match is over. You guys interrupted it. So she's just basically there, and they're all doing their thing. So so you're approaching Welvrin. You're coming in to speak to Nadia.
Yep.
Thandara, you are in the room. How do you want to be behaving when you are you like checking her out? You're trying to like, what's your thing?
I'm blatantly kind of staring at her while polishing my blade of the axe. Just kind of like...
Yeah, she completely doesn't notice you at all at the moment.
Good.
She's so distracted with everything else that's going on. How may I help you? Your name was, again, sorry, Inspector...
Gadget.
Torres.
Inspector
Sorry, of course. Let's really make a note of that. Sorry, Inspector Torres. How can I help you?
So on our way down on the first floor, we met was Keith a revenant?
Yeah, he was revenant, yeah.
We came across a revenant, and he was quite friendly towards us because, we hadn't wronged him. But we did come across kind of his goal. And I was just wondering, have you encountered such a creature down here?
I will be honest with you, Inspector Torres. I don't generally tend to patrol. My duty here is sort of guarding the camp. However, I may inquire as to some of the patrolmen and see if they've seen anything out of sorts. So she turns around and has a quick chat to some of the thugs and some of the bugbears who do go out and patrol. And she comes back, and it doesn't sound like anything of that sort of description has been noticed. But I've asked them to keep an eye out. Is this an individual of particular interest to you?
Not particularly. We just, like to help out where we can. If you come across one and his name is Haleth, tell him to go to 13G on this map, and then I'll point out the room.
Very well, of course. Consider it done.
Thanks. And then I think that's all that I had. So I am ready to go to the next room.
Okay.
If the rest of the party is.
I guess.
Yeah, how's everybody feeling? Ready to move on, or do you want to do anything else here?
I think I'll go Which way are we going when we're leaving?
South. So you're going down to
South.
21, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So as we're passing her, Nadia to leave, I'll just kind of look up for just a second, and be like, "Thank you. You've been a gracious host," and walk out.
And you roll a perception check for me.
Yeah. That's not the right dice. It's 17 plus 4. 17 plus 4.
So as you leave, from the corner of your eye, you kind of see her, like she wants
I
to say
stop
something, but then
immediately. I said,
very quickly, kind of like shies away and turns
Were you-
to speak to one of her
And as
subordinates.
she turns away, I go, "Oh, were you gonna?" were you say-
It's okay. Sorry.
I just mumbled
Okay, you're
to
hot.
myself. And I thought I was the right one.
And you see, she kind of like, her cheeks flush, and she kind of looks to the floor and is like, thanks.
God, I wish Marcella was here. I have inspections that I guess I gotta go do.
No, of course. Yeah,
But,
right. Yeah. You're busy. You must be. Foolish of me to try and keep you. I'm so sorry.
No, me. I'm sorry. I'm keeping you with your muscles and.
These? No, please. It's nothing. I mean, they can't even compare to. I mean, you must really work out. Sorry. Is that someone calling? And she quickly rushes off to the back room.
I would like to turn to the nearest bugbear, and I would like to say, God, can we have is there any D&D equivalent to giving out your phone number?
I'll say to Thundara, I would imagine once we get to level 5, we can come back.
I could be dead by then.
It could be.
Whoa, Mo, whoa. What the fuck?
Just saying, you could be. This is D&D.
I wipe the massive amount of sweat that I've accumulated out of my pits, and I say, "All right, let's go."
Right, so this door that you are about to go through is shut at the moment. Welvin, you're at the front. Can you roll a perception check for me?
19. No, sorry, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hear the sound of, I guess, yelling, but not more in celebration, and then some kind of like moaning, like disappointment, and it's hard to tell, but it's kind of like something rolling, a sound of like something tumbling down on the ground, and then you just hear this like cheer, and then you hear this like, at the same time as a cheer, you hear this groan, like, oh. But that's the kind of sound, that's what you hear coming from the other end of the door. The door is closed, but not locked.
And so this is the door to the north that I've already put myself through?
This is the door, 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will go ahead and just kind of cautiously open the door.
Okay. So you go in here, now the heavy door is opened, it's not muffled at all, and you can hear there is the sound of several bugbears in this room. And yeah, there is this very distinct sound of tumbling and rolling, and then things being knocked over, and cheers, and all sorts of things.
Are they bowling?
You think they
but I
have
don't see
rentable
anything
shoes
as I
in my
open the door.
size?
It's like, I'm gonna pop around and shout down the hallway. Inspectors coming through.
Right, so you see, just not even too far from you on this side of the room, there are about 4 bugbears, and then there's one final bugbear on the other side. And I'll just add it in. Right, on the other end where the ballistas are, no one is manning the ballistas at the moment. These bugbears are in the room, and you can now see that towards the west side of the room they have fashioned pins from bones. There are bones kind of like put into stands so that they can all stand up, and then the 4 bugbears at the front, they have various heads in their hands, some skulls and some actual heads. The size, Snickle, you can see very clearly these are goblin heads, goblin skulls, and these bugbears are sort of like using them to play bowling effectively. They're on 2 separate teams and they're having a great time. One of them is clearly winning over the other. You see, of the 4 bugbears they're both on 2 separate sides of the wall. So you assume these are the 2 teams. On the right hand side, you see one very kind of for a bugbear, scrawny looking bugbear, very looks like very out of place in this whole situation and looks significantly younger than the others. The other 2 bugbears on the other team, they look as your standard kind of like bugbears, very threatening, well built, but on the same team as this scrawny bugbear, you see a massively imposing figure. This bugbear, he works out. Like, this guy is like tough. He is clearly carrying that team. Like, they're winning, and it's all because of him. Like, he is, he's clearly he knows his shit when it comes to bowling. But the others seem to respect him quite a lot. You come in, inspectors. He's the one shushes everybody else, and he turns around and looks at you. "Well, inspectors, I heard you was coming." And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, very well. So, what do you want?"
I would like a go.
"Ah, this is my kind of man. Come over here." Kind of pulls you in. He's got this huge underbite, his fangs coming up on the sides. He moves the other guys away. "You lot rubbish anyway, get out." And he pulls the other 2 and they're like, "Sorry, boss." And they kind of walk back. "We did our best." And the other guy's like, "He never lets us win." The little scrawny bugbear kind of he sees you and he becomes very, very scared. He's heard your inspectors and he's kind of like very shy and very, very already very timid and out of place. And even now he's like kind of, he doesn't know how to, he's like this, and then he like stands and hands behind his back, and he doesn't know what's going on. And the big bugbear kind of puts his hand on his shoulders and he's just like, "Settle down, it's all right, don't worry about it, just take it easy, we'll win." He puts his hand on his shoulder and the kid like kind of zens out a little bit. He calms down. He's still a little bit frightened, but he calms down. "All right, you want to go? What were you playing for?"
Oh, I just wanted to have a go. It looked like fun.
No.
For something?
Always play for something.
1 gold?
Money's no good down here, is it? We play for information.
Oh. I look at the group. Information? What do we think we would have anything useful?
I have a math
check
textbook
on your
in my
inspection.
bag.
You have a what?
A math textbook in my bag.
Don't know what math is. No.
Me neither.
I want to know something about what you know. I want to know your secrets.
Well, in that case, I have a secret that you can do with fish that not many people know.
Oh yeah? I do like fish.
Is this a group game? Would we all be facing your team?
No. You pick 2 against us 2.
Would this be athletics? Would this be
Tap her on the shoulder. That's you.
I just immediately look at Thundara and say, the throwing skulls seems like your
Yeah.
cup of tea.
It would be
Just close
athletics.
my eyes.
It'd be athletics.
Well-
Yeah.
Mo, is this going to qualify as an attack roll?
It would be, yes.
Okay.
Kind
And
of.
there's 2
I
lanes
guess,
set
yeah.
up?
No, so it's one single lane. So you take a turn, the goblin resets, you pick up another skull, then the next one goes.
Okay, let me see how this works.
My athletics is +7.
Mine's +2.
Yeah, my athletics isn't great.
Mine's
It's
+5.
gotta be Zayhas.
Wait, yours is what?
Mine is
Mine?
5.
+5.
Snickle and Thundara.
I think it's Snickle and Thundara.
Yeah.
Snickle's going to be playing with goblin heads.
Would
+1
I... Would I have a good enough idea to be able to pat Snickle in the shoulder and say, as much as I would like to take a toss, I think this one might be on you with your ranger skills, and do a guidance for athletics?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll allow that.
Tap, tap.
If it makes you uncomfortable using Goblin's Head, I've got like 7 stale rolls in my bag. If you'd rather use
No.
something else.
You got to use the regulation equipment.
Okay, I'm just saying it would probably be harder to knock down the pins pile of, but I don't know what you're
Buttons,
using.
yeah.
With it's basically a handicap for them.
He doesn't allow
Okay,
Okay.
2 questions. 1, what are the rules? And 2, what's the order of play? Would it be our 2 team members roll their rolls, and then your 2 team members roll their rolls, and then whoever wins that round wins the game? Or are we playing a full 10 frames here?
Yeah. So the way it works in this game, right? It's a best of 3. Each person rolls 1 time. So, like normally in bowling, you get 1 roll and then the next one to pick up the spare. It doesn't work that way. Each team gets 2 rolls. So it'll be Big Bugbear, whatever his score is, then his mate, whatever their score is, against whoever Snickle and Thundara's joint scores, and it'll be best of 3 from that.
Okay, and this is that's the rules. Okay.
And
What's
no,
the information?
it's got to be fully like physical, no magic.
Yeah, fine.
That's the way I like it. What's the information that we're playing for?
So that's the good question. Now, if I win, I want to know about your fish. And if you win, I'll tell you something about our glorious leader that I bet she hasn't told you.
I lean over to Welvern and I say, did he just say he wants to know about my fish?
Yeah, Zay has his fish.
Thundara's fish?
Zay has already offered his fish.
You're not.
I'm not with you.
Vagina, Mo, vagina! Fish!
Yeah, I
The fish
don't,
jazzle.
yeah, I don't think this bugbear cares.
Okay. Moving on. Let's play!
Do you accept the terms? All right, let's roll. So, the
And to be clear, the leader she was speaking about as Nadia? Or
yeah. So the other bugbears leave. They go back into
her phone number.
their room afterwards.
Phone number?
The 2 bugbears. So who's playing? Thundara and Snickle? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys line up here, right? In place. So the first thing that's going to happen is he takes out this dirty coin from his pocket. Heads or tails? Looking at you, Thundara.
Heads.
Heads it is. You go first. So what you'll have to do is he hands you a goblin skull. Obviously you can put your fingers in the eye holes and the nose hole, and you can roll this skull. The way it's going to work, you step up to the center plate. There's a line. You cannot cross the line. Right, so we're going to do a couple of checks here. You run up. You cannot cross the line. You're going to throw that ball. That's going to be the athletics check, and we're going to see, depending on what the DC is, how many you knock over. So the first thing is going to be a dexterity, because you're going to make sure you don't cross the line. So roll the dexterity first.
Okay.
And I think your dexterity is -1, -2.
With what do we switch for it again? Intelligence?
Yeah,
Yeah, -3.
-3. So
Is
So
there
just-
a possibility I would have figured that maybe it would have been a better idea to give Thundara a dexterity guidance?
it's too late now. You've given it to Snickle. You've given him the. But with the dexterity, I will tell you now that the DC is 12. That's what you have to hit. Okay.
Can I cast Bardic on myself or only others?
You can cast Bardic Inspiration on yourself. I'm sure you can.
No, BG3 doesn't let you.
Let me just check.
Can inspire another creature within 6
Oh, it has to be.
feet
Oh no, it
of
has to be
you.
others. No, yeah, it has to be others. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you can't, I think later on,
It's okay.
when you get a higher level in Bard, you can actually do it for yourself.
Gotcha. Are we sure nobody else wants to take my place for? I take off the amulet because I know at this point.
Yep, you can.
I put it in my pocket.
Okay, now you've got your dexterity back to normal.
Okay, I don't fuck around with bowling. This is
No.
this is serious business.
So what'd you get instead?
Okay.
Plus.
+1.
+1.
So that's a 18.
Okay, so
Dex.
dexterity is good. Let's see the athletics.
17.
17. Okay, so that's going to be great. You will knock over 7 pins. Right? That's pretty much how it's going to work. Anything over 10 is going to be a pin. Right? So 11, 1 pin, 2 pin, 3 pin. Nat 20 is a strike.
Okay.
So we
okay.
note
19
down.
plus 5. 19 plus 5, what happens?
+5. Oh yeah, because you got a +5. Yeah, well, anything over 20 is going to be a strike, right? So let's see. So you Thundara and Snickle. So far, you've got 7, and the other team, the Bugbears, they still have to go. All right. So next up, Snickle.
Oh, both of us go first.
Yeah, so you-
Dexterity, then athletics.
Dexterity, then athletics.
And you've got a D4 on your athletics extra.
On the athletics extra. Here goes nothing. I put my fingers into the
Into the goblin.
goblin skull, which looks a bit like me. I'm like, oh, fine.
I imagine him holding it with like 2 hands and rolling it like a toddler between his legs.
Are they different weights with little colours on them? To
Yeah.
indicate what weight?
There are various heads of various sizes. As you look over the different ones, Snickle, you have a sneaking suspicion that some of these are probably children goblin heads as well.
Are they like the skulls, or is it actual heads?
These ones are skulls. You can see that in the corner there are actual heads rotting and decaying away, and this like they're like scrapping away the flesh so they can get the skull to polish it.
I say to Snickle, oh, your hands look a little bit sweaty. Bugbear, blow on his hands for a second, would you?
Bugbear.
So the bugbear.
Is that the guidance?
So the bugbear. No, so legit. So the bugbear is actually like, that is regulation, actually. And he calls out his mate from the back, who comes back over to the front and basically sits there to like act as like a hand blow on anybody.
This feels like Flintstone stuff, like a little dragon blowing, a little dinosaur.
So yeah, if you wish, you can now put your hand over the bugbear who's blowing air.
Hands. Like hand right.
I would like to do this in front of his blowing, so it makes that sound.
All right. So
I rolled a 20 dex check.
a 20 dex. Okay, so yeah, you don't go over the line. You're fine. Now roll for the.
Athletics and then a d4 after. Let's see. 19 plus.
Yeah.
5, like I said.
So a strike. You get a strike. It's like whoa. The other bugbears are like, damn, that's impressive. So you.
I feel it's appropriate to open my flask, and I cast a little shape water to bring out all the water from my flask, and I animate an X kind of above.
Interesting choice of letters there. Why an X?
And then I'll just blast the X.
Put a skull on top of it and become a pirate.
So the
I
bug.
look up to Snickle and I say, after this, we should start a league.
Just start with goblin heads.
So then the bugbear kind of sends the little one in front. So off you go. Pats him on the shoulder. He kind of nervously picks up the smallest looking head, like a little baby goblin's head, and kind of like holds it in his hand and goes to throw it. So first his
I'd like
dexterity
to glare
check.
at him as well because he's holding a goblin head.
Okay. Well, he doesn't fall for your intimidation, whatever it was, because he got a 19 on his dexterity. That's plus his actual modifier, which I haven't even included yet. And on his athletics, to get it in, that is a 23 strike for the little nerd.
I know I'm supposed to be mad, but he's so cute.
Throw the X up again.
Yeah.
I'll just blast the X.
Can you? Who's closest to the other team? Thundara and Snickle, can you roll me a perception check for me, please?
Perception. Ooh, I forgot my perception is 9.
I rolled a critical fail.
Fail. So Snickle doesn't. Snickle's still celebrating from his strike. Doesn't even know what the hell is going on. But Thundara, you overhear the large bugbear as the young one comes back, and he's like, "Well done, son. That's it." And kind of like sits him back. So now the big guy comes up, and he takes the biggest. This is must have been like the biggest goblin to have ever existed in life, because the skull is nearly human size. And he picks it up, and he
large on the goblin.
he's polishes it and goes to step up to the plate. He gets a 18, so he doesn't go over the line as he goes to roll. Plus his dexterity, he gets an 8. 8 pins down. So their score on the first round, 28. You guys, 27.
Oof.
So
there's 3 rounds.
it's 3 rounds. So they get the first round.
We still got this, come on.
Wait, didn't Thundar roll a 17?
Yeah.
It's 7 pins.
Yeah.
And he got an 8?
Yeah, but he's got a modifier.
8 pins.
Oh.
You have to count the modifier.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I did write down these scores, and
I've got them all written down.
Home versus away.
Oh, well done. I didn't. I just put Vag versus Bugbears.
Bug Vag.
Yeah. All right. Second round. Thundara, it's your turn. He hands you the skull.
Okay. It was Dex, right?
Yeah.
Dex and
Dex. I feel
16.
like 15. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I feel like I want to put some combat music on, just make it a little more exciting.
Can we put bowling, Wii bowling music on?
Actually, I'm going to put the tavern. I'll put tavern music on. That'll be more fun with a crowd as well.
The dice are being so kind.
Okay, so right. So what's your athletics now?
25.
25's a strike. Let's go. X.
And then I look at Welvin.
Yeah.
I mime shooting in the air with my bow
Pew, pew, pew,
instead
pew.
of handguns.
I love it.
I throw my pocket glitter in the sky.
All right, Snickle, you're up.
Oh boy. What's first dexterity is 22.
Oh yeah, that's totally great.
Athletics is 17.
Yeah, so that's 7 pins.
Plus 4?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do we add +4?
Do +4
plus D4.
Yeah, plus D4.
Yeah. Roll to everyone. +4.
Whoa,
21.
Strike!
Double
2 strikes!
Yeah.
We need a bowling animation on the screen.
Nice. Very, very good.
You got a strike.
Some weird things the pins do with the ball.
Can I psych out the? I want to try and psych out the big bugbear
Okay.
by turning to him and saying, "Even if you lose, at least you've learned something about celebrating from us."
Okay, all right. So this is good because what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this like a banter check, right? Because this is what we want to do now. We want to do some banter, some in-game banter. So why you go ahead and roll? So we'll do it with intimidation, right? I think that's fair, right? But it's not going to be taken as aggressive anyway, right? This is just like shit talking, right? In-game shit talking, and they will do the same to you. So roll an intimidation check, and then was it 10? Okay, and I'll roll their
Plus
constitution.
0 on my intimidation.
That's right. I'll roll their Constitution saving throw to see how that goes. Also a 10, so it's even. So it'll be. It doesn't work.
Beats it.
Yeah, but in this case, it's going to be fine. Like you're basically you're matching each other's vibe, right? You're matching each other's shit talking, so it's fine. He doesn't fall for it. He gives the little bugbear the skull. He's like, go on up. So he steps up to the plate. It's a 10, so he steps over the line, which means that his throw. And his throw was also a natural 1, so he gutters the ball, but also fails. Like it's a forfeited turn, so it wouldn't be accepted anyway. So that's a 0, and he's like, "Don't worry about it. It's okay. It happens." And kind of brings him in for a hug. He takes his giant goblin head, steps up, nat 20 on the dexterity, so he's going to have advantage on his athletics roll. Nat 20 on the plate. He steps up.
Can't beat a double strike.
He's going to need it because he only rolled a 4 the first one. But the second one is a 23, so that's a strike on his side. But no, it doesn't beat the double strike, so now the score is 1-all. Yeah? And now, Thundara, as you step up to take your... This is the final round now, as you step up to take your one. And the bugbear, the big one, he hands you the skull, and he's going to give you some jibing back chat as well as as they has tried to do to him. The thing is that despite the fact that he is quite big and broad, he's not very smart, so he can't really think of good insults, and he's just like, your muscles are too big for this game. And he hands you the ball, and he rolls an intimidation with disadvantage, which is a nat 1. So no matter what happens, like, you don't feel at all intimidated by this guy.
I feel like Thundara should get advantage. Your muscles are too big.
While the shit talking is happening, I want to, under my breath, cast Fairy Fire on the pins.
You will have to roll a deception check.
Okay.
You ruined this game for me, I swear to God.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, okay. They're going to do an Arcana check now. It's just a passive for them, a passive Arcana. They don't notice it.
Okay. And so I will line the pins in a blue light, and so they'll get advantage on their attack roll.
Okay. Very nice. So Thundara, you go ahead. You've got the dexterity to hit first.
Yep. That is a 16.
Okay, good. You stay behind the line. Now you get advantage on your attack roll.
Ooh, I'm glad I had it. That's 20, 21, 22, 23.
Strike. Okay.
The X.
Throw up the X.
Whips up in the air with Thorn Whip.
All right, Snickle.
Okay.
You take the goblin's head.
I step 2 steps back, do a run, and do my dexterity roll. 20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Now you get to go for your athletics. You get advantage because of the fairy fire.
Because it's still there. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Advantage for athletics. 18.
Oh,
What's
nice.
a D4?
Needed it.
But the D4?
Another D4?
Well, you always, it's a guidance
How many
it's
of
on
those,
for a
like-
while.
Okay.
Um,
Sure. I'll take it. So was that 18 plus 4 again? Woo!
hold
Double
on.
strikes.
And then I will obviously break concentration to get rid of the fairy fire.
Yeah.
As he's doing that, I'll turn to the big guy again and try and fluster him and be like, "Your muscles are too big. Do you fancy Thundara?"
She's not into that, bro. I'll jump
Okay.
in.
So now roll the intimidation check, the banter check.
As
22 for me.
yeah. Can I give Welverin the help rather than
Yeah, yeah.
me do it? So you get to roll with advantage.
Okay.
As I imagine your intimidation is a lot higher than 0.
Yeah, so 22 is still the higher of the two.
Okay, so 22. Constitution saving throw is only a 15, so it passes. He's intimidated now for his turn. Now he keeps looking over at Thundara and is like a little bit like, kind of eyeing her up, like, does she fancy
I'm
me, or
checking out-
like what?
I'm-
Like what's going?
I'm like checking out my muscles. I'm like, is that regulation?
Okay. Okay. Cool. If the attacker can see it. All right. So firstly the kid goes up. Another nat 20 on the dexterity, so I'm going to get the advantage on the pins. That is a 23. So what did you get? You got a strike as well, did you?
Double strikes.
Yeah, double strike again. Yeah.
I throw up the X again. And
Nice.
When the kid
Lots-
comes back, I do want to mumble to him. You did good, kid.
Thanks. It's kind of just.
Oh, deep voice.
And now big guy comes along. Dexterity saving throw. So yeah, he's 11. So he gets 12 was the DC. So actually, whatever happens now, it's a fail because he stepped over the line, and you hear the goblin. You know the air blowing goblins like. It's like and he looks down at his feet and he's like, "Oh, fuck, not again."
My favorite. Can we take him with us?
So, Vagjazzle, you win the bowling tournament. How do you feel?
If you knew my opinions on bowling.
Are they good? Are they bad?
I'll tell you a story offline.
Okay.
He went up
just
to a
doing-
man who was very into bowling and said, "I don't take people who are into bowling seriously." Didn't know that he was into bowling. That's the
I
story.
mean, it's good. Always be yourself. So,
Just
Can
throwing
I-
rays of frost as celebration.
right. So, yeah.
I'd like to approach the dad, not the. I
Not
don't
the
know
kid.
if he's with the kid or not.
Yeah, they're both together. They're both together.
Okay, I'd like to go up to the dad, lean down to the kid, give him one of my shiny stones, and say, "You are very good at bowling, but you step over the line a lot. Get better at that. Tap, tap, and then turn to the dad and say, "You're very nice, Dad." Tap, tap, and hand him a stone as well and walk away.
Thank you. He looks a little bit flushed. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah, never mind. I don't walk away. I roll a perception check. Perception. Where the hell does perception live?
On the same list as everything else.
I found it. That is a 11.
11, no. So that's fine. So you walk away.
You walk away.
The boy takes a stone. The big bugbear looks at you, Zahas, because he made the deal. You were there speaking the deal. It's like, well, a win's a win. It's fair, isn't it?
I offer my hand to shake and say, yes, it was a very good game.
Oh, yeah. Your team played very well. And he kind of looks over at Thundara and Snickle. He kind of looks at you both and he's like...
Snickle and I are just like not... We're dancing. We're like...
Stone whip.
We're kind of bumping.
Launching Snickle across the room.
I kind of look back at them and then look back at him and go, I believe there was an exchange of information.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I would like to put my amulet back on.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, before you do, right, what I'm going to need is, because now obviously you've lost your intelligence.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm going to... No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to need a wisdom check from you to see if you're like, I should put my amulet on. Because in your head, right, it's although you know that it does it, at the same time you understand that this amulet gives you intelligence, but once you've taken it off, you don't have the intelligence anymore. And intelligence is the memory of things. But the wisdom is like the experience of knowing that the amulet was good. So if you roll a good wisdom, then you can be like, I put the amulet, because otherwise it's too easy a thing that you can just keep taking on and putting off whenever it suits your needs.
That's fair.
I would suggest consider which you need more.
You right. I don't think you guys understand how pretty I made it in my head, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's always a factor for Thundara. Without the intelligence as well, you don't.
Pretty.
If you put it in acid, maybe you'll get one with +1 now.
It's already a magical item, so it won't. You won't be able to break it.
Okay. I decide to fasten it to my belt like a little pocket watch, and it's just dangling from my hip so I can watch it glisten in the sunshine.
Cool.
Of the cave, the deep dungeon that we're in without sunshine.
So whenever you will want to wear it, it will just be a wisdom saving throw or a wisdom check, I'll decide. And then depending on how that goes, it will be whether you can put it on or you can't put it on. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so... go on.
No, I would like to make sure that my amulet of amplification is...
on.
There now, though.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, because you have them both on, but only one is active, right? That one was active.
Yeah,
so
you
take it off.
It be known.
Now your amulet of amplification is active. Right, so Zahas, the bugbear, he's like, yeah, all right, we did say we'd get some information. Well, let me tell you something about our esteemed leader. She's not very good. She's having some trouble in some of the rooms to the south. There's some dangers there she can't seem to get rid of. And nobody knows why. But she's not dealing with a goblin threat.
There's a goblin threat?
Yeah, of course. It's goblins all over this floor. Xanathar wants them out. Yet they've still got a marketplace. How's that?
We've passed through. They seem to just be living their lives.
Exactly. And they can't.
Well, maybe we can talk to your leader about that. Do you think if we took care of the problems to the south, that might curry favor with her for our companion, Thundara?
We got so many wingmen.
It's... Oh, that Thundara, is it? Kind of looks over. Well, I would suggest maybe... And as he says this, he kind of stands up a little bit, sorts his posture out, puts his chest forward. I'd suggest maybe a better match for her than old Nadia. She's not very good, is she? Kind of just, fluffs his own feathers a little bit, standing up.
I'll lean in.
Good
And
what
what part of
way?
she's not into that? Didn't you understand?
He's like, into what?
Your
I
type.
walk over, and I say, Nadia's not good in what way?
She's not being a very good leader. She's not taking care of the guild.
What needs of the guild is she not meeting?
Her duties, getting rid of the goblins. They're all still here. No offense. Looks over at you, Snickle. Looks over at you and he's like, no offense to you. It's them goblins. You're a good one.
Yeah.
I bet they're not green.
Oh my gosh.
I'll say,
Okay.
well, as you played such a good game, I would like to give you just a piece of information anyway, as it might help you with your game. And I draw like a little sketch of a frame with like a little ramp that you could put the goblin head on to roll the ball towards the pins. And I say, if you built something like this, you could probably knock down all the pins pretty much every time.
What's your intelligence?
Not high.
Because I'm just trying to think, like, would you know how to construct this thing? Would you think to construct a thing that would require the knowledge of, like, physics and...
It is exactly 10.
All right, so roll me an intelligence check. I just want to see if you can come up with this design.
18.
18. Yeah. Okay. It's legit, man. I mean, it's crudely drawn, right? But the solid, the logistics there are solid, right? It's got legs, the ramp. Kind of looks over it, and he's like, "Oi!" And he calls over the bugbear, the air-blowing bugbear. You reckon you could build this? And he's like, "Oh." I could take it to Jim. He'll probably make it. And he's like, yeah, do that. And he sends him the plan, sends him this little diagram. He's like, get on. And
I'll go with him.
He runs up. You go as well. Okay, so both of you go up to the north and into the armory to see Jim.
I'd say to Welvrin and Snickle, yeah, we might want to talk to Nadia about the whole goblin thing. Maybe we should follow.
Hey,
I have
I'm on
a
top
question
of
for.
Thundara.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. I have a question for the big bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting around here bowling with goblin skulls. What are you doing to help out Nadia? I mean, you're clearly in some form of leadership role.
Yeah, I'm what they call middle management. Yeah, I manage these guys in this area. It's my job to man the ballistas. But we were told that your inspectors are no threat, so we said we'll have some downtime. I said the boys deserve it. They've been out on patrol all morning.
Tell him his dad's a racist.
Not a racist. There's politics. There's politics here.
He said one of the good
I
ones,
think-
Mo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's kind of racist. It's a
He's
little
kind
bit like
of a
I hate
racist
them,
piece
but
of
not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
But
really
again, it's like
exceptional.
because again, he's not very intelligent, right? So for him, it's
That's
all
not
it's
an
all a bit
excuse for
different.
racism.
Yeah.
Does he go to mini roundabouts and paint
Xanathar's eye on all of them. Yeah.
I would really like to get into like 22E and 22F before we go back up and talk to Nadia. Because like to the south, there's obviously problems that have been expressed to us, but not to the west. And I would like to just clear those rooms while we're at it. But I don't know if you want to wait for everybody or.
We've lost Thundara, so
Yeah, Thundara's already
What's the worst that
gone.
can happen?
Well, I mean,
go to
so I can tell you right now that the rest of this floor doesn't contain any threats. The rest of this whole section, right the way across to 22E, because all of this is Xanathar territory.
Right.
yeah, let's just assume
we
we
are
asked the big
good.
guy what's that way, and he was like,
Yeah.
nothing much.
Yeah, so I mean, so he can tell you basically what is stored in all of those sections there. So behind 22A, you see 22C. There's a bunch of barrels. That is their food and ale storage room. And beyond there, you have various barracks where they can sleep and stuff. So it's sleeping quarters. If you want to go through there and you want to raid it, you absolutely can. But if you have no intention, like I can tell you now, there's nothing like secret, magical, hidden, or anything. But just to save you time, if you want to go and raid it, then absolutely go, and we can do the rolls, and you can see what you find and take it. But if you don't want to waste your time, don't bother.
Nope. I'm just gonna check this off.
I can sneak it. I can
You don't need to sneak your inspectors. You can just walk in.
like the word came out. I can sneeze
You can sneeze.
in the barrels if we ever don't like them.
Yeah, true.
We can poison them. But yeah.
True.
I'm
Okay.
on top of Thundara anyway.
All right. So you're with Thundara. So you head back up. Thundara, you're with the bugbear who gives Jim the plans, and Jim's like looking over these plans. He's like, "Yeah, I reckon I can do that. Yeah, no worries. I'll get on it right away." And he kind of like takes that over to the back, starts like getting the various, pieces of metal and stuff to kind of like put into the furnace to melt down and, design this ramp.
I would like to have done that thing while like talking to Jim. Pretend that I don't notice Nadia. And just kind of like stand up a little bit taller, puff my ass out just a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah,
Arch
she's
that back.
she's in this room. You roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 12.
12. You don't. Yeah, you don't see anything really. You're doing it all, but you don't. You don't clock her.
Snickle. Is she looking?
Tried to surreptitiously figure this out.
All right, roll perception for me as well. Let's see, but
Oh,
do
look,
it.
is
Actually,
she
no.
looking?
Actually, no. Do a stealth check for me. Let's say you're looking stealthily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
29.
So you notice that every time when Thundara looks, right, Nadia very quickly looks away. But then when Thundara isn't looking and talking to Jim, Nadia's eyes are on her. She's like checking her out when she thinks you're not looking or no one else is looking.
Oh!
Thanks. He's really into you, from what I can tell. If you want, I can make you look pretty with flowers and a plastic box skin if you'd like.
Yeah!
I put a hand on her shoulder and I cast bark skin on her, which lasts for an hour.
This group of people!
Do you flourish that with some like flowers
bark
and
skin and flowers like last time, like roses coming out wherever she likes.
Nice.
And
doesn't.
you get 17 armor class as well, but we're not fighting right now.
A single tear. Like the magic of friendship.
I'm gonna say to Nadia, I don't believe we've spoken before, but my friend Thundara, in a room slightly south of here, with a display of sheer athleticism, managed to convince one of your bugbears to give us a little bit of information, and we heard that you have some problems to the south.
Shh. She quickly looks over to see if anybody else is listening. Follow me upstairs. And so she kind of just leads up to 20C where the archway is, right? She makes sure that
All of us, or just Thundara?
just you. No, just you, Zehas. And just tells everybody else to
I'm not.
stay back.
Okay.
I really feel like I want my bodyguard with me, if you don't mind.
You're not going to get hurt, but we have to talk in private. I can't have everybody else here listening.
Fair enough, I follow.
So she goes up to 20C where there's
noticed-
no one else around.
I notice that she's left, and I'm just like flipping my hair, playing with the flower petals that are falling out of it.
Trying to have conversations with Jim about, ramp architecture.
You should add little divots on each side, so that way, if the ball goes off of there, then you can get it easily.
Except now you have -3 intelligence, so you use the wrong word for divots.
Did I say little tiny dimples?
There we go.
Dimples sound like nipples.
So Zehas says, Nadia leads you upstairs, not even upstairs, but it's just up into the arch room. Look, I don't know what he tried to tell you, but the situation it's not what it seems. Okay, we don't need everybody to know what's going on. I know that you are inspectors, and I would much prefer if this just wasn't on the report. And she kind of goes into her pockets to try and find something, and you can hear her jingling around. You hear coins jingling around as she's trying to pull things out. Is there anything that I could offer to ensure that this isn't in the report?
We were hoping to help you with the issues. If you have issues to the south, they're creatures you can't kill. You've noticed our drow companion, obviously he's very good at killing, and Thundara, of course, is very good at killing. So we were wondering if you needed assistance.
Can you roll persuasion for me?
Wait, question above the table. Aren't we talking about killing the innocent goblins right now?
No, this is whatever's to the south. It could be goblins, I don't know, but...
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was she's not killing them because she has a heart of gold, and the bugbears are fuck goblins. And okay.
I thought the guy said goblins to the south problem.
No, there's two
Goblins
problems.
to the north problem.
Yeah, there's two problems.
with
Something to the south. Could be goblins.
Gotcha.
And goblins in general.
Gotcha.
9.
No, there's nothing you can do to help me. Nothing can help me.
Well, you could elaborate on what the problem is. He also mentioned that you're not dealing with goblins, which we are very much on the side of live and let live. They seem to just be looking after themselves where they are, and we've passed through. They don't seem to be a problem. We did deal with the problem there, but that is now dealt with, and the rest of them are just happy.
Well, they won't be happy for long. Because if we don't take care of them, Xanathar will send somebody else to take care of them. And either way, they're going to die. We're at war with the Zentharim, and Xanathar wants them out. So they have to... If it's not me, then the wonderful bugbear you met downstairs is just going to take over my role, probably kill me, and deal with the problem himself. I'm the only thing that stands between the complete annihilation of all of those goblins and the Xantharim.
Well, if that's the case, we might be able to help move them along rather than have them meet an unfortunate demise. We have the means to talk to them in a authoritative way, so it's possible. To the south, are you alluding to that being more... because knowing the group I'm with as I do, we are going to go to the south, and if there are monsters there, we will almost certainly try to kill them, and if there are goblins there, we will take it as we see it, really.
You will come across some issues to the south, amongst other dangers which I'm sure you won't have any problem handling. There are 2 owlbears toward the west, and I don't want them to die.
I see. And that is what the bugbear was alluding to.
Now give me persuasion with advantage. You've ingratiated yourself with her, offering to help.
Give her a hug.
Can't hear you.
Can I guide myself? Would she care if I did a little...
I'm sure that's fine.
16 or 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah, that'll do it. So as she tells you that she doesn't want the owlbears to die, at this point you see she backs further up into the archway around the corner of that room so no one can see, and she just fully just drops to the floor and starts crying.
I go, they're there.
Nice, I like it.
Have I noticed that Zehas left?
You do know he's left, but it was
Okay.
very much kind of like just those 2.
So I wouldn't have any reason to walk in on this.
I mean, you can if you want to. It's what would Welverin do kind of situation more than anything else. But yeah, so at the moment, so Zeha, she kind of crumples to the floor. She's kind of got her knees up and her head between her knees. I mean, she's a Goliath. She's pretty big, but she's there and she's crying. I was so stupid, and I don't even know how it happened, but he was so kind, and I really loved him, and when
First mistake.
he
Sorry.
didn't want... Look, I fell in love, and it was a goblin, and he was with the Xantharim, and I tried to save his life. I really did, and they killed him anyway, and I don't want them to die. I worked for Xanathar. I have for so many years, but they changed me, and it's not fair, it's not right that we should kill them. And he loved those owlbears, and I don't want them to die either. I can't reveal if I let them know. I can't quit. Have you ever tried to leave a crime syndicate? It's impossible. If I leave, I'm dead. And if I if I do leave, they will kill everything. They will destroy everything on this floor. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
That's frustrating. I was about to start asking if you had any other pliable skills. Let me help you then. I'll shape water to wick the tears off to the side.
Oh.
Well,
Thank you.
My group is very much not in the habit of killing those that we deem to be not a threat or interesting to us in that way. So I think we can see a way to perhaps try and move the goblins along. And as for the owl bears, obviously you have now told us and we will try and converse with them, but really it's going to partially be down to them as to whether they leave or not, or decide to attack us. Hopefully that wouldn't be the case. Are they generally friendly? Is there something we can say or do to let them know that we aren't a threat?
Yes. And she takes a ring from one of her fingers and she gives it to you. The ring has a large green stone on it. And she says, if you meet them, you show them this ring and you tell them it was Finnick's ring and they won't harm you.
Thank you. That would be very useful. But that still leaves the problem of you effectively being a prisoner here. Even if we get the goblins out and we tell the owlbears to leave, how do we rescue you? Is the question I would have.
I've thought about it a lot. How can I possibly escape? The only way is if I die. They won't hunt me when I'm dead. If there's a way.
If I could get hold of a diamond, that could be feasible.
What can you do with a diamond?
Well, I happen to have some magical spells in my capabilities. One such, you may notice I'm not the aggressive type in the group, I'm more of the healer. And one such thing I offer is the ability to bring people back from the dead. But they would possibly need to be a quick cast. So we would have to convince them that you are irreversibly dead, probably within a minute. However, I do not currently have the means to do that. So it may be something we have to come back to.
I'll think. I can get a diamond, but I
suspect we'll be able to come back when we get to level 5, as there is that portal.
5 or 6?
The portal that's up there. Which portal are you talking about?
6.
Oh, it might be a 6. Might be a 6.
What?
Level 5 is the one. Oh.
In the secret room.
No, that
in
might
room
be a
5.
6, yeah.
I mean, I wrote that, but
Yeah, no. Are you talking about? Are you talking about? Are you talking about the portal that in the room that you're in right now?
the blue thing we've written down, right?
That goes to 6.
6, yeah.
I think we'll have the means to be able to get back when we get deeper into this place, and procuring a diamond would be extremely useful in that time. And I think I know you've brought me up here privately, but I am going to have to bring my group in on this. I trust that you trust what I have told you about us, and
yes,
we're not really investigators. I feel I should be honest with you about that.
What are you then?
We're just a group of adventurers trying to rid the world of wrong and help people, such as yourself.
maybe the bugbears are right. I have lost my touch if you've been able to dupe me this entire time.
I would imagine Welvrin is very, very convincing.
He is. And I mean, it didn't help, but that Goliath that you're traveling with completely threw me off. Don't mention anything about the goblin. I mean, that was long ago. You know, I still love him, you know, but he is dead, and that was a while ago, and, you know, I've moved on from that, but I still respect his... I still respect him. I still love him, but mate, she's really cute. Sorry.
I think she thinks the same of you. And perhaps once this is all over, maybe you two can... I shouldn't be setting her up. She can speak for herself. But I trust that you understand that I've told you that, because then you will understand that we're not with your bosses, and we're not going to tell your bosses anything that you have told us. And when I say we will try and help you, we will try and help you.
What was your name again?
My name is Zahas.
Zahas, you've given me a little bit of hope for the first time. Okay.
That's a good thing. And once you're free and clear, we can discuss whatever pliable skills you might have.
Okay. Thank you. She gets up and she shakes herself off and kind of rubs her eyes and her cheeks and just... Does it look like I've been crying?
Maybe give it 5 minutes in here before you come down. I've wicked all the tears away, so you're nice and dry.
Okay, thanks.
You won't be dry for long.
Oh.
Derek looks disappointed in me.
You're better than that.
We both know I'm not.
Okay. I guess I will leave the room and come down back to the rest of the group. And
Okay.
I will yell out, "Your leader's a fraud!" As I come. No, I won't.
Whoa.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
I will
see
go to
Welvrin.
Welvrin, who is sort of secluded, like out of earshot of Jim and everyone, because I don't know who else is kind of involved, and I will just quietly say to Welvrin, we should go somewhere quiet to discuss things as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Look, that hallway underneath 21, like in the corner there along the western edge, then that's got to be as secluded as it gets right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we close the door behind us, I suppose the other bugbears shouldn't hear.
Yeah. That's cool. That hallway is clear as. Yeah, you can go down there.
Cool.
And I will go up to Snicker/Thundara and say, we're going to start moving to the south to see if we can deal with those problems.
Where's Nadia? Where'd she go?
So at this point, it's literally as you say that, Nadia kind of reappears from the top. She's all looking quite fresh-faced and very composed. Oh, are you leaving already? She sees as you kind of like, you gather Welvrin and you're sort of like talking about leaving.
I was gonna ask to do a perception check, but you said she's like all
Mm-hmm.
and fine.
All fine.
I'm gonna look at her like, you know, without any context and be like, yeah, we'll be back.
Okay. So Nadia,
I'm dumb now.
you're what?
I'm dumb now.
You are a little bit dumb, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I just...
0 is average intelligence of a human. It doesn't mean you're like dumb.
No, she's got -3 intelligence.
Then you are -3 on an average human.
Yeah.
It's not like you're animalistic.
Wait,
Well, no.
is that like she's got 4 intelligence? Minus,
Yeah.
is that how it works? Damn.
Yeah, my intelligence is a 5.
5 intelligence.
You probably paint flags on mini roundabouts.
Yeah,
That's probably
That's
that way.
Damn.
You voted Trump twice.
My wisdom is
Just pink flags.
just once. No, my wisdom is high enough to save me from that.
Yeah, that's true. You do have experience wise, this is how you kind of combat the low intelligence, because the intelligence is things like, like exactly like that, like, building a ramp for making the ball to fall down. But yeah, your wisdom is much, much higher. So your wisdom would save you in a lot of situations. But yeah, there's some things intelligence, you just rely on. And that's where it's like investigating for things, looking around for things, completely useless.
Yeah, okay. So as I go to follow everybody out, I would just to glance at Nadia. I don't know anything, so just be like, a little hair behind the ear. And I'd like to grab one of the flowers off of my flesh and hand it to her.
Nice. So she takes it, and for the first time, she smiles at you instead of kind of shying away.
She has all her teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Score!
Damn. Okay, so then you guys head out towards the south.
Yeah.
Cool. Welvin's just run off ahead.
Yeah.
Thundara, as you
Always.
leave, you hear a voice in your head. It is the voice of Nadia, and it says, "If you get to Skullport, leave me a message. It'll get back to me." And
This is shit that I read about in fantasy books, yo. Wow. Cool. Okay. What was it called? Skull what?
Skullport.
Cool.
Is that down here?
Do I recognize it as her?
It is, and
I'm
you
not
can
freaked
you
out
can
by it?
respond. You can reply in your mind to her.
25 words or the bigger one?
No, this is just says you can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
I
Oh, is
just
this
need 6 words.
the cantrip?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Got it.
No, it doesn't have
5
to be a set
words.
number of words. You can just reply.
Okay, I say, okay.
That's it. The connection shuts off.
I would, and include the little carrot and a 3.
I love it.
Anyway.
Okay, brilliant. Because then you pass through the door, the connection shuts. Okay, so you guys are in the tunnel. One of you is missing.
Thundara.
One of you is
Secret
missing.
tunnel.
I think Snickle is under
Like
Thundara.
Oh,
Under
okay.
me.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Uh-oh.
I'm just
Okay,
like hidden among all the flowers and
He
it's
blends in.
9:30. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and then you guys can tell your story. Zehas can tell the information, and then you guys can decide how you're going to proceed. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 5, I guess, or 22. Is that okay? 8 minutes. Is that enough time for people to go to the toilet, get a drink, all the rest of it?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, we'll be back at 20 to the hour. Put you on the BRB screen. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so we've had our conversations with the bugbears. We've moved out of the Xanathar stronghold here in this in this southern part of level 2. We now know of a bugbear threat toward the south, but the team are now getting together, and Zahas is going to reveal the information they have learned. Now, I know that Kim isn't here, so who's taking notes?
Kim, when she watches the VOD. Yeah, the VOD's taking notes.
Okay, alright. This is why we have a VOD. This is precisely the reason we stream this. Okay, I'll leave it to you guys. Off you go.
So I guess I will start by saying, we have some very critical information here. Thundara, she's into you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa. I mean, you probably haven't noticed because I've been playing it really cool, but I kind of like her too.
Didn't notice at all.
Good.
Anyway, should we carry on?
Yeah.
No, I will tell. I will say. So, we have an interesting situation here. Nadia does not want to be in that group, and she is, for her own reasons, protective of the goblins to the north and a couple of owlbears that should be around here somewhere to the south. I have the means to acknowledge that we are friends to the owlbears, and I did suggest that we might try and move the goblins along, because if she isn't here, they will die, and she does not want that. So it was an interesting chat. The best I could come up with in the chat is we try and move the goblins along, we try and negotiate something with the owlbears, and then we come back to Nadia to try and help her escape, as she's effectively a prisoner right now.
What are you thinking to get her out?
Well, she suggested the only way they will let her go is if she's dead. So I thought maybe we kill her and then bring her back. And then bring her back.
As a zombie?
Wouldn't it be easier to just fake her death? I mean, have her come with us to clear out the goblins, or to move the goblins along, and then from there, we just come back and tell them that she died.
I like that. She comes with us. I like that.
Maybe you could do that? I don't think I can lie to someone like that.
Why don't we have that thing that changes their appearance? Maybe she could become someone else? Sneak her out?
I have the theory that they would probably track her down, or she would be recognized somewhere. So I think she needs to die and then...
Forever.
But that thing would be useful to help move the goblins along, I would imagine, as you are effectively their king.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Where's our
could
changeling monk
her
when we
name.
need her?
Yeah.
She could go by Aiden.
Why?
Oh, it's an anagram.
Thank you, Snickle.
I'm just in character.
Yeah, -3.
It's three problems, really, that we need to consider. The goblins, the owlbears, and Nadia herself.
Well, if we can make friends with the owlbears, then they can help us with the other situations.
The owlbears know Nadia, yeah?
Yes, she gave me this ring and a little phrase I can say to tell them we're friends.
Nice.
In case it's not me that happens to see them, the phrase we're supposed to say is to tell them this ring came from Phoenix. I don't know if that's some sort of postal service down here or something.
Yeah, Finnick. Finnik. Finnick.
Finnick.
Why does that name sound so fucking familiar?
We have a Phoenix.
History check.
I mean, in the game.
In the game or just in life?
In the game.
No, there might have been someone like Finnick, but no, not a Finnick.
Okay.
Okay. Thundara's a little bit flustered. And I just say to Zehas, whatever we have to do to get her out of there, I'm in.
There is a slim possibility it means killing the bugbears.
They're racist.
Yeah, but there was the young one, and you're not born racist.
So we leave him as an example to other bugbears, other racist bugbears.
Here's my concern. It's not so much the bugbears, that I think we can handle. I am concerned, however, about the zombie beholder.
You just need the stick for that?
I have a feeling that if we go in there, fireballs ablazing, it won't be friendly any longer.
Well, maybe we should take each bridge as we come to them and start with the owlbears.
Yes.
Is there a reason Nadia can't
Fluffy.
come south with us?
We'll have to bring everyone with them.
I mean, it
True.
never occurred to me to ask. Perhaps if we wanted
I'll
to
go
ask.
I'll go ask. I don't know what my character is. I'll go ask. I'll wait.
Let me go with you.
We'll go ask.
Okay, so what is it you want to do now?
Hey.
Hey!
So Nadia, as you know, did Zehas? Sorry, real quick. Did Zehas relay that he told us that we're not inspectors any longer?
I haven't said that.
Okay.
Ask to
as
see
you
him
know,
in the hall.
we're in the hall.
The corridor, the secret little meeting hut, the hole, the
Okay.
portal place.
Nadia, can we speak privately, real quick?
Yeah, of course. Is everything okay?
I think so.
Okay, let's go up.
So, as you know, we are elite, regardless of anything else. And we would like you to join us as part of a small team to go handle the situation to the south.
I'll handle
yourself.
her situation to the south. Sorry.
She considers your proposal. It's difficult for me to leave this guard area without causing suspicion.
Well, that's why I allude to our elite nature. I mean, we work in small teams, as you know.
I suppose I could say that the inspectors have requested a tour, and that should be enough. What do you need me for? Just out of interest.
Company. I mean, help.
Yeah. You have rapport with the situation to the south, and we don't want to take that chance because, one, I feel that we could handle. Two, is a bigger consideration.
Very well.
Do you, we don't want to make you feel, we don't want to put you in any more risk or danger or an uncomfortable position. So if you want to stay, we can manage.
So at this point, she looks you dead in the eye, and she's like, some dangers are worth it.
Oh, nice! Yeah! Let's go! And I say that. All of that I say.
Out loud.
This adventure
Amazing.
just become a date.
This episode's name is called Nadia.
Roll for romance?
We're always rolling. Okay, so she agrees. She comes out from the room and she addresses the bugbears in the other room. All right, you lot, listen up. I've got to head out. Important work with the inspectors. They need a tour. So I'll be doing that. If you need anything, you can speak to Grong downstairs. I believe he's throwing goblin heads again. In fact,
I feel like that needs a name. Throwling? Tossling? We'll think on it.
He tosses a goblin.
tosses a goblin. I shan't be long. And so with that, she kind of leaves the room. She doesn't even wait for anyone to respond. She kind of like floating on her, I guess, importance as leader. Walks down.
Boneling.
Boning. Nice.
I'm gonna kind of just wait a beat, like as everybody else leaves, just to see if there's any talk amongst the bugbears.
You roll perception for me.
That's a good one. 23.
So you can hear some, as you leave the room, you can hear some whispers between the bugbears and some of the thugs. Firstly, you notice on the 23 that the thugs who are human tend to converse among themselves, and the bugbears tend to converse among themselves. So although they're part of the same group, you can definitely see there's a split there. From the bugbears, you hear kind of, I guess, either slight confusion and some dissent. Gron was right. She's acting weird. She's never given a tour to anyone before. With the thugs, you hear the complete opposite. And she's like, she's such a wonderful leader. Look at her. She's so strong. She's brilliant. She knows exactly what she's doing. I bet she's going to sort out that problem. So, and these are the kind of two different opinions that you get.
I am going to I'm just gonna passively mention to the bugbears that, you know, there's never been inspectors like us before, and then just walk out of the room.
Some of them are quite shocked that you even overheard them. They thought they were talking quite quietly.
Good.
I can't whisper either. It's a problem.
Okay, so you have now exited. You're coming down here to the next, I guess, the corridor you were in before. At which point Nadia turns around. She's like, "Can't believe that worked." So where are we going now? What do you need my help for?
I wasn't lying. You have a report with the owl bears.
But didn't Zahas show you the ring?
Of course, but that's a gamble, and I don't like gambling.
Very well.
Speaking of which, if you're coming with us, and I will offer the ring back.
She takes the ring and puts it back on her hand, and it's like,
And
Okay.
Now we're out of earshot of the others. We should probably introduce ourselves, I think. You obviously have spoken to me. I am Zehas. We are called Vagjazzle as a group, and Welverin, Thundara, of course, you know, and Snickle.
A pleasure to meet all of you. She turns to Snickle. I am so very sorry about, I'm sure, some of the hostility you have been met with by the others in the Xanathar Guild. It is not, it's nothing against you in particular. It's simply the war against the Xantharim we are currently waging, or currently being waged on our behalf. They tend to predominantly be goblin folk, and therefore there is much hatred between the Xanathar Guild and goblins in general, for those who worship the Xantharim. But it is, of course...
I'm just gonna interrupt a bit. You can be bigger than your affiliations. I'm supposed to hate dwarves, and yet I spent an inordinate amount of time saving one just days ago.
Of course, I understand, and it's precisely why I too am trying to not let any harm come to the goblins here, as I'm sure you've heard. So, yes.
Assuming she speaks Giants, I respond kindly to her in Giants as well.
So she's
No hard
shocked
feelings.
that you know Giant, and then she is very much like, Master Goblin, you are very well versed in our language. That was magnificent.
He likes my friends.
Looks like we're the odd ones out.
I flip through my book and say, I think my deity has something for this. Even a rock can become a welcoming beach.
Nice.
I take out a little piece of paper and I go, fucking profound every time.
So, you want her to lead you to the bugbears?
Nope, I want her to lead us to the owlbears.
Sorry, the owlbears.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Nope.
Owlbears. Nope. Okay, so as you go down, you are approaching the area that goes down to level 3. You see that there is a pathway and there is a gate, and she points out to you and she says, once you get down there, you'll be able to find Skullport. And I don't know why you're here, but that is a great place to be.
I turn to Nadia and I say, don't let me forget, when we get to Skullport, I need to send you a message.
Yes, you do. If you want.
I would love to.
And so she's like, Albers, this way. And she leads you down through the door into 23A. So in this room, it's just basically, it's another old dwarven chamber. A lot of this area is dwarven architecture because it was a mine. And so you will see a lot of remnants of like dwarvish culture around level 2. This one has various, I guess, there's carvings across the wall, huge, various, I guess, stories written in picture, all featuring dwarves in mining and various, things like that. Some of these kind of glitter magically. They've been, either wrought magically or spells have been cast afterwards to kind of make them shimmer and shine even in this darkness. So they kind of exude a kind of sparkle glow, and it looks very, very cool. as you go further on through this hall, there is, around here there's no enemies or anything like that. But as you go through the hall, she leads you down from 23A. You don't go to 23B, but instead you head down to 25A. And
as we turn to head down, can I just briefly interrupt Nadia to be like, what is that way, by the way?
So we call it the dragon room. It's basically the skeletons of dragons, I suppose, that the dwarves kept as trophies or something. But yeah, I mean, it goes off there, and that's about it, really. But the owlbears are down this way. So as she leads you into 25A, before she opens the door, she's like, if you have any spells active, or if you're thinking about casting any magic, I would refrain from doing it in this room. She just checks you all over to make sure none of you anything stupid. Yeah. And she opens the door, and as she does and you walk in, you see in this room there are various, I guess, pedestals, right? And on each one, and there's 4 in the picture, but the room is full of them. So literally every other square there is. And on these, you see a variety of monsters, all kinds of monsters. And I'm talking all kind of things you've never seen before, things that you have seen before, but they're all in stasis. They've all been they're frozen in place, petrified. So as she walks quietly, she's like, sometimes these guys just come alive, and we kind of have to deal with that, or they're sent off to deal with, I guess, unwanted guests. She looks around and she's like, this is why the rumors of the Mad Mage, it's still in existence. Some think he's watching all the time. So just ready to, just trap anybody he wants. These are his dungeons after all, and we're here. But it could just be a ghost story. Anyway, this way. And so she quickly leads you out into 26. Now, coming up to 26A, she's like, they're in here. So brandishing the ring, she slowly opens the door and looks around the corner. You can hear the sound now of, I guess, eating, crunching. As you all look around the corner, you can see at the south of the room there are 2 fully grown owlbears, and they are ripping apart some body, as in you can't, at this point it's so ravaged you cannot tell, and they are crunching on the bones and they're eating at the flesh, and you can see as they rip out, you see tendons coming out, blood on the floor, their beaks covered in blood, and she holds the ring up in her hand as she walks in, and they kind of look and kind of eye you all suspiciously, but with her they very quickly settle down and continue to eat, leaving her be.
And whereabouts in the room are they?
They're towards the south, so can I ping? Yes, I can ping. Here.
Okay.
I should actually add them on. Let me add them on 1 second. Actually, no, there's old owlbears. We want.
So elderly.
So I'm going to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Nice.
And be like, hello, owlbear friends.
The small one speaks. Yes, he does. What does he want? What do you want?
Well, the person we're traveling here with the ring, Nadia, has very much taken a shining to you and told us that we should protect you in some way. And we haven't quite thought of a solution to that yet, but you are in some apparent danger here.
Yes, Nadia keeps us safe. We have her word that no harm will come to us. How can you help us?
I'll say to the group, they would like to know how exactly we intend to help them. And I hadn't got that far myself. I thought maybe we move them to another place, but a higher floor?
Get here in the first place.
How? So, okay, wait, who are you asking that to?
I'll ask Nadia.
I have no idea.
I'll ask
can't speak to them.
Zehas.
I just turn back to the owlbears and make a bunch of screeching noises that turn into in their language. How did you end up here exactly?
And everyone else, all you hear is screeching noises as they respond. We came from that room over there. And with the feathered kind of wing point towards 25. We were told, well, we were awoken, and our job is to ravage, and that we do. But, and then he points over to the owlbear next to him. My partner is with child. We seek safety now.
So I will say to Nadia, oh, the rumor you heard about monsters coming to life. I present to you the owlbears. They say they came from the room we just came from. And, happily, I suppose, they seem to be with child now.
So Nadia's like, right. Okay.
I pat her on the back and I say, congratulations, your grandma!
They're not mine.
Secret door, secret door, secret door.
Eh? Cousin?
Are you just going to go straight into the secret door?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do, Zehas is talking to the owlbears. Welvin goes up to the secret door. He knows that there's a secret door there. It's a wall, but obviously he has the map. So you look around the paneling, get the door slides open, and Nadia's like, I didn't know that was there. And inside you see there is a really heavy stone sarcophagus sort of sat on a block, and the face of the sarcophagus looks well, it's an elf. You can recognize it. It looks like an elf. You don't know who, but it looks like an elf, and on the chest of the elf is also carved a cat asleep.
Is it just Welvin that sees that, or is it kind of like exposed to the room?
No, it's in a secret room up in the corner, so you'd have to actually go in to see it.
He didn't like sneak up there, right? We all just...
Yeah, you saw him go up there. Yeah.
I'd like to kind of peek in and say, Nadia, do you know who this is?
Nadia looks around and is like, not anyone I recognize, I'm afraid. At this point, the owlbears are still sort of trying to converse with Zehas. You came here, and how will you keep us safe now? What is your plan?
Just look over my shoulder to the group and say, check it for traps if you're going to do anything weird. And then go into the owlbears.
And kind of
Silly
snapping to my senses.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. I assure you it is something we would like to do. We know... is Nadia still within earshot?
Yeah. Everyone's in within earshot, yeah.
I'll say, we know some things about higher levels. Let me discuss with your friend Nadia for a second. Her name is Nadia, by the way, if she's never spoken to you in your language before. It's something you might want to know. Anyway, and I'll turn to Nadia and say, so, how do we help the owlbears? It's a problem because we know the higher levels of this place, but your organization seem to be everywhere that we have encountered so far in terms of levels. And my initial thought when I was discussing with you in the room was, oh, we just send them to a higher level, but that's maybe not going to work, as then they just become a problem for your organization on a higher level.
I suppose the reason that they are to be dealt with is because the room beyond, which they guard, or at least appear to guard, or we thought they were guarding, is a room said to be a great treasure that Xanathar wants hold of. If we could get that, then it's possible no one would need to come down here again, and we could just leave them be.
I see, that works. And I will go back to the owlbears and start screeching again. So, it seems there's a room beyond here that has a great treasure. And...
So Owlbear looks at the only open room that there is around the corner and is like, okay.
And it seems like you are effectively in the way of that treasure. So if we were to take that treasure ourselves, get rid of it, or... well, that's probably the best solution, take the treasure ourselves and... I don't know, we don't know what it is, but we'll see. You would no longer be an issue for anyone living here, so you could continue to live here freely. And it seems like that other room that you came from, 25, as we refer to it on our map, it's unlikely many people will come this way, as there are many things between the entrance and here, and including a beholder, and that room apparently has some sort of anti-magic thing going on. So I think you should be relatively safe if we deal with what's beyond you. There's no reason... You said you're here to just cause carnage and whatnot. Is that correct?
No, we do require food. So we must leave from time to time to hunt. And he points down with his beak at the bodies on the floor.
What do they look like? Bugbear, human, goblin?
It's a mix.
Okay. So I'll say to Nadia, the owlbears, are they hunting your fellow guild members?
We have had a few disappearances.
I don't
It's
suppose
possible.
you would mind if that kept happening?
I would prefer not to sacrifice my team.
Well, they're not. They're essentially holding you prisoner, is my understanding. So
I mean, they're not holding me prisoner. I mean, I guess Xanathar would hunt me if I left, but I mean, they're good people.
This is one of those nature quandaries. I've seen people, when you're a druid and you turn into animals and things like that, you often get told, if you see an animal hunting another animal, don't interfere. And I think that's this kind of thing here. The owlbears need to eat if they're going to live here, and the only food that seems to be nearby, especially once you're gone, as we do intend to try and free you, will be your group.
Do you want to roll persuasion for me?
I need to stop being the person talking.
Imagine that.
11. Oh, guidance. Can I assume I'm guiding myself?
You can guide yourself. I will allow it.
14.
14? Yeah, okay. That'll work. I suppose you are a druid, and you know more about the workings of nature than I do. I can't really argue with the circle of life, I suppose. I mean, I could just warn them to not come here, and if they do, I suppose that's their own fault.
Well, the owlbears have suggested that in order to eat, they may leave this area to hunt, which is their nature. It's like this one time I saw a bunch of snakes chasing a small mouse. And it's fascinating.
Snakes
to
hunting in
watch.
packs. I've never seen that.
Bunch.
A bunch of snakes just chasing a mouse.
These were were snakes.
Yeah, so there were hundreds of them in a cluster of snakes chasing after this one.
What?
I think it was a mouse. I'm not sure. I can't quite remember. It was this. It doesn't matter to you, but it's a fellow that I know, a fellow druid, something like David Attenborough. I'm not sure.
There wasn't an adventure with a whip, was there? Because I know one of those guys is afraid of snakes.
They were all contained in a giant metal object that was floating through the sky.
Is there not a way that, like, once we've completed once we've gotten out of here, can we not get the owlbears out to be free in nature?
Sure, we could.
I mean, that's some good Thundara thinking, man. Why not?
I look to one of the owlbears and I say, "Don't you want to see a tree?"
They actually understand you because they can understand common. They don't speak it, but they can understand you. And
Hell yeah.
they screech like, the female owlbear is like, "I do miss trees," which they have to understand.
I have to agree with my companion here that raising a child in this dingy dungeon is not ideal. And I'll turn to Thundara and say, "You're probably onto something. It's just a challenge. How do we do it?"
Yes, how do we get out?
He says, "How do we get out?"
Oh, okay. Well, here's my plan. Well, friend,
I'm checking for traps.
Can
We
you
need
roll
a plan.
investigation? Welvin, can you roll investigation check for me, buddy?
No, he hasn't replied. Is he
13.
dead?
Oh, what was that? Yeah.
likely.
13.
13. There's no traps on this sarcophagus, but you can't work out how to open it.
Yes, I can. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Baldur's Gate 3 approach.
Yeah, absolutely. You obviously you Eldritch Blast the sarcophagus, and you kind of basically the lid is actually a false lid, and it just sunders and falls apart in pieces, but inside the sarcophagus is completely empty.
I want to investigate.
Okay, you
On
can
both
investigate
rounds.
again.
That one is 17.
It's 17. Yeah, so as you look around inside, you literally find nothing. There's nothing in there. There's no secret little hidden compartment. There is nothing at all.
Secret door's useless. What's the question?
We need a plan to get these owlbears back up to the surface.
Why don't we just walk them to where the first level is? Because we cleared the first level. They can eat anything that's left up there, and they can come out themselves. They got it.
We would
Owlbears
have to
are very
walk
capable.
them through the...
So when
Xanthar.
hearing
Market.
this, Nadia kind of intervenes. Do they want to leave?
They
Do
miss
you
trees.
not want to? Look around.
I'll say to Nadia, it seems so when approached with the subject of living in nature and raising a child somewhere better.
There is a way out that isn't through, I guess, the yawning portal. If you guys remember, the place that you came in from was the well in the yawning portal.
Yeah.
In the floor below, there is a waterway that will take you out, that meets the, I guess, rivers of Waterdeep. There is another way into this mountain. It is hidden, but from the inside it's easy to get out. If you can get the owlbears to the level below, it may be possible to arrange an escape for them. You'd have to clear the way, but it's possible.
I will turn to Welvrin with a slightly disappointed look and say, so we didn't have to come traipsing through 2 levels of this dungeon then, is what I'm hearing.
You're telling me that there's a river hundreds of feet below the earth that we could have just floated on through?
I go, wait, are you guys not having fun? You guys having fun? I've been having so much fun. We met Keith. We threw a party for the thing with 2 heads.
I suppose it has been a little fun.
It's been fun.
I mean,
I'm
but then,
just
but you know,
missing
not
having somewhere to swim. But if there's a river down below, that sounds nice.
Nadia does say that, in all honesty, nobody would know. The only people who know of it are the people who reside here. And not many who reside here leave, and not many who venture down ever exit. So it would be, I mean, firstly, to reach that far down here without dying in itself is quite a feat. To then be able to get out again and tell others, well, yeah, it's not very likely to happen.
Okay, so, go ahead.
You gonna let me flirt with this woman or no?
No.
Okay, I'd like to grab her arm and be like, how long have you been here? And then realize I'm grabbing her arm and really quickly pull it away.
Before you pull it away, she puts her hand on your hand, to sort of like, and then looks at you and says, it's been about 10 years that I've been here. And then she kind of lets go of your hand, realizing that...
I don't move it. I don't move it.
And I'll say, is that first base or second base? The place you were in, is that the first base or the second base?
I don't play baseball.
What's a baseball?
What's baseball?
Base, yes. The base of operations, the first Xanathar base of operations.
Okay, so if we
I'll move my hand.
get the treasure,
Just come with us.
The
What
what?
Why don't the owlbells just come with us to level 3? I think that's
Yes,
where we're gonna go.
that's yeah.
First, we need to be able to get to level 3. So this sounds like a sort of a side, I don't know, some sort of quest that we can do once we're able to get to level 3. And
Haven't we tracked the map? It's just up there, right? Without any opposition in the way.
yes, but as soon as we try to go down, we get told we're not strong enough.
Did we try level 3? I thought Nadia just walked us past that.
Have we tried the level 3 stairs yet?
We only
This is
tried
the
level
first
5.
time you have come across the level 3 stairs.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Dragon's owner room, who drew that?
That'd be neat.
I would like to go check the stairs.
So-
I want to check this treasure. Hold on.
I would like to get the treasure. There's no reason we can't deal with
do
that
that
and then
first.
come
I
back.
go-
We've got a lot
What
of rooms
treasure?
to tick.
To the left.
Yeah, to the left.
Did I hear that there was treasure?
You should have.
I thought it was the owlbears talking to Zayhouse.
It was the Albers talking to Zayhouse. Oh no,
No,
Nadia
Nadia
said
told
it. So
me.
everyone said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone should have
Oh,
heard
well,
it because
you've
everyone's
the
in.
sarcophagus room. I know.
Yeah, everyone's in kind of earshot with each other. It's quite quiet in here. So,
Is this treasure for anyone?
well, Xanathar said it was quite important. It's supposed to be retrieved for the Xanathar Guild and then returned to Xanathar should it exist. It is only rumored. There may be nothing.
Allegedly, what is it?
We don't know. But we know it's something very... Well, if it exists, it's very, very important.
And if the Xanathar Guild are generally, no offense to you, obviously, as you are different from them, pricks, then it's probably better off in our hands.
She's one of the good ones.
Not you, not you.
Not you. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. I couldn't say for sure. If they found out that it existed and that I let you leave with it, it would be, well, it would be the end of my life. But I suppose if they never found out, then... And she kind of looks around to see if, like, anything is watching in the sky or anything looks out of place, then I suppose it wouldn't really matter if they thought nothing existed.
Can I catch her looking around and be like, do you think there might be magical means of listening in? And I kind of look at Thundara. Are you tingling?
I was just going to say I would like to detect magic.
Yeah, you can go ahead and detect magic. So you cast the detect magic. You find nothing in this room that is of any kind of significance of like any kind of magic really outside of you guys. Yeah.
So then
I tell Zehas that no tingles.
The problem becomes the order of events then. If the owlbears are still here, we can get the treasure and assume no one is going to go that way because the owlbears are still here. But if we deal with the owlbears and the treasure is not there, and you're still in the gang, then you might be in trouble because the treasure's gone and someone comes down here and the owlbears aren't here. So maybe we need to leave the treasure until the problems are solved?
But Zehas, we're down here for a very specific purpose.
Oh,
and
yes,
this might be that purpose.
The owlbears are hearing you talking about your different plans, and obviously they understand. They speak to you, Zehas, and they say, I will not lead my partner through any dangers there may be in the level below, unless I can be assured that there's a clear path between here and escape.
No, yes, of course, absolutely. The plan would be we go first, we deal with anything in the way, we give you a clear path, and then we come back and say, you're good, and we'll escort you down. Because at that point we will be working our way through that level anyway, as that seems to be what we're doing, in search of this Bathmat thing.
Are there any more secret rivers around here?
Nadia's like, it's either there or back up to level 1.
Cool.
But I don't know what's beyond. I've only ever gone up to Skullport. I don't know what's beyond there.
What is this Skullport? You make it sound like it's some sort of town or something.
It's precisely that, yes. Skullport exists as a, I suppose, an underground... I mean, the word is very fitting, underground marketplace of sorts for those who reside within these dungeons. I wouldn't buy anything from there, mind you. They hike the prices up 4 or 5 times as much as what you would find above ground. But if you are in a pinch and you need something, it may be the only place you can find it. They do have some wonderful bars, however, and it's a great way to pass some time when you've got a free day.
I look at Thundara and worry about the wouldn't buy anything bit.
I could go to Skullport and not have any problems. Nobody's pulling the wool over my eye.
Do you remember the room where we found Haleth, or Keith as you call him, Thundara?
Keith! Yeah.
There was that button that had the flaming skull. I wonder if we were ready for it, would have taken us directly to Skullport.
Do we want to go find out?
Well, no, I want to go get this treasure.
I still worry about the order of events. If we take the treasure now, and then we help the owlbears escape, whilst Nadia is still here, then Nadia is in danger.
But
Which we cannot let happen.
but
Maybe
if
crystal clear.
so, here's the thing though: is nobody knows if the treasure exists or not, and we're gonna send Nadia back to the base before we head down.
Oh.
So, what will happen is we will go clear a path for the owlbears, or we'll go check the treasure, clear a path for the owlbears, come back, let the owlbears know, go to Skullport, let Nadia know where we are, and then she can do with that what she pleases, and we're gonna come back for her eventually, but it's not priority.
If it's any help, I can always say that the owlbear stopped us from entering the room. And at this point, Zehasu, you hear the owlbears say, "Yes, we will not let anybody enter this room." And he kind of like stands up tall, like swings his wings out. It's like, "This will scare those bugbears."
Oh, it's
I see him pop up and I go, ah! Why? What'd you say?
Because you can't understand.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't worry, it's they're just showing us how formidable they are.
When
Oh, I can, and I puff up too.
when the owlbear puffs up, instantly as a reaction, Nadia jumps in front of Thundara with her hand kind of on her staff, ready to draw if needed. But then sees that the situation is relaxed and very quickly kind of calms down and steps to the side.
I'll say to the owlbear, I'm sorry, maybe I didn't make it totally clear. Only I can understand you. So that was a little concerning for my friends there, which proves your point. Very much scary.
Yes. The owlbears are not to be meddled with.
Why does Nadia have to just go back? I should just
She
stay with
runs
us.
she runs the place. She's in charge. It's the least. She
Yeah.
can't just bugger
Hand
off.
the keys over to the muscle guy.
So unless we use this opportunity to fake her death, then there's really nothing we can do.
Fake my
But wasn't she
death. So you're here.
concerned?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Yes, I told the group about the plan to potentially kill you and resurrect you as a means, but it could be feasible to just fake it.
No. If you fake it, Xanathar will know. If I'm alive, he will know. Only in death can the connection be severed.
The connection.
The connection. He can watch over all of us. Those in his employ.
I think
Is that real?
I think it would be.
I look at Thundara, who's got detect magic up.
Is that real?
You don't detect any magic.
Look for any tattoos or anything.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you to strip down naked, and I need to look for a tattoo.
No, tattoo will do it, but you don't detect any. There's nothing. There's no magic in here.
I just go. Mm-mm.
Nadia, you understand that if I come into this room and it is what we're looking for, and I come out with it, and Xanathar knows that I come out with it because of you, that puts us in a very precarious situation.
I step in front of Nadia a little bit.
He wouldn't. He would only know about me. He doesn't know about. He doesn't even know if the treasure is there or not. It's just a rumor.
I'll say to Welverin, there's many levels in this place. What do you think the Bathmat thing is? The second level? It seems very unlikely.
It is unlikely, but in the unlikely event that it is that, do you want to be hunted by Xanathar?
we can probably deal with it, but it's more likely to just be, I don't know, some stupid mask that takes us to a room with some guy or something. I don't know.
Where's
A
that
mask?
motherfucker that we left for dead?
He's still left for
13G.
dead. Yeah. Why?
Can we just have him go into the treasure room, say, okay, listen, we feel bad. We
Well,
fucked up. That was a lot. We apologize. We found it. Here you go. And then just see what happens to him.
I don't think there's
I'm
any
not willing to do all that.
problem with the
It's like
treasure
2
room.
months away.
I think going. Well, I mean, there could be traps in there. I don't know, but
I'm worried about perceived senses, basically, or some equivalent.
how do you
So
know this?
hold on. Who here are magic users?
Me.
1, 2, 3.
Neutral.
Nature. Okay, so you will know of various spells that do exist, not as a constant vigilance, but as way of communicating with others, with other willing creatures, across distances or even dimensions, should you wish to. If someone isn't able to communicate with somebody else,
Like a
when they should
scry.
be, right? Then the problem is, that they're going to assume that person is gone. If that person's dead, they're not going to be able to have that communication anymore. So there are some things Xanathar has access to, and I guess altered magics and custom magics that will allow Xanathar to communicate with various underlings of his choosing in various ways. So this is the sort of agreement under which people under Xanathar's employ are kind of, there. It's like, I'm gonna check in with you whenever I like, and it could be
Xanathar uses
anytime.
mods.
Yeah, Xanathar uses mods.
But
Realizing
Is that-
that,
yeah.
Zahas will kind of frown and say, so resurrecting you, killing you and then resurrecting you isn't going to break a connection if he's just reaching out to you in some way, as you will be alive again and very much reachable.
Unless you keep
And-
her dead enough so that he stops trying.
Well, that means Nadia would be dead, which we don't want.
Oh,
He has
Yeah,
to
which-
resurrect her in a minute.
But
The
we can trigger a connection and kill her during that connection period.
well, how do we get Xanathar to cast that spell in that specific time? It's
I think
more likely, I don't know, perhaps we could find an item that shields her from such magic, as I believe such things exist.
Like a metal
maybe in the
helmet.
treasure room.
You can get
Yeah,
like
like
anti-scrying
Magneto.
amulets
Yeah.
and things.
Yeah. I want to go in the treasure room.
Okay.
the Albers are not stopping us for
No,
that.
no,
right?
of course not.
Just
No.
go in.
Look, there's the treasure zone there. There's clearly an X right there.
That isn't the treasure. So
Probably a trap.
Then how do you explain the X, Mo?
the X
You sound
marks.
stupid.
Yeah, the X marks the X marks the spot. There is, so as you go in, there are 2 rooms here. So you need, the first one is it's kind of like a weird room. There are a lot of I guess like beds, but they're not like made of stone, but they're like upright. So you like, if you lay on them, you would be kind of diagonal, almost.
More like
Welvin,
a dissection table.
yeah. Look like a dissection table, except that you would recognize this because of the number that there are and the shape, the direction in which they're all facing. This is something similar to what you've seen in the past. This is a ritualistic blood-letting room. So this room would have existed literally for that purpose, for extracting the blood, for the rituals to be cast for whatever time in, whenever it was. Obviously it's now dusty, cobwebbed, like it hasn't been used in hundreds of years. But obviously
Does there appear to be any like?
used.
Does there appear to be like any runes or anything like that on the floor, like where the blood would interact with them?
No. What you do see is obviously that each of these kind of tables, these beds or whatever, they are all fitted with shackles. The shackles have now rusted. So again, whoever was being held here, whatever ritualistic bloodletting was done, it was done against the will of the people. So that's one thing, probably not a cult. And the only other thing you notice is at the foot of every single one of these beds, there is a basin which would have been used to collect the blood, but you don't see, there's no runes or anything like that.
Okay.
But then,
I'll. Oh yeah.
no, I was going to say, and then
I
you
was
can
gonna
go to the
relay
room
that to the
below.
group.
Yeah. Then you can go
What
into
does
the next
Nadia
room.
do?
She's just, I guess, following you guys.
I will hang out with Nadia then. I wasn't sure if she was going to hang out back with the.
No, I guess you just. What I mean, who's
Okay.
is it? Just Welvin going? If it's just Welvin going through, then Nadia will just be in the room with you guys.
I'll say to Nadia, I'm sorry, we mentioned treasure and it seems to be his singular sole purpose in life at the moment, so
He would.
I guess we're going this way.
He would fit in wonderfully with the Xanathar Guild. So, Welvin, as you go into the final room, you see there is a table.
In 26D.
Yeah, 26E. Sorry, E.
Oh, E. Okay, so I made it all the way.
Oh right, yeah, no, you make it all the way. D. Yeah, D is where was D again? So this one is in this room. It is there are various tables, but actual normal tables, but they have been kind of smashed, demolished, thrown around. You do see that there are, I guess, various bones and discarded, well, not discarded anymore, I guess it would have been worn when they were alive, but clothing, remnants of armor now kind of demolished, broken, cracked, even swords that have been smashed on the ground, but nothing else. It's otherwise a very, and again, looking at this, you see bones. This stuff is from a very long time ago. No one has been down here in absolutely ages.
Yeah. Then I will go to 26E.
Going to 26E, can you roll a dexterity saving throw for me?
Fuck yeah.
I just randomly walk into the room.
15.
Okay. As you step into the room, you hear a click on the floor as a pressure plate is activated, and before you have time to react, you feel this bolt of electricity kind of flow right through you, throwing you back against the wall. You are going to take... I hope you have health.
Me too.
We'll find out.
It was in this moment he realized he fucked up. We didn't long or short rest after last time you got messed up, did we?
Can you take 25 points of lightning damage?
Holy shit, yes I can.
Oh my god.
Woof. All right, so that kicks me out of the room, right?
Yeah, just back. But now the pressure now the pressure plate has been activated, so I think you're right.
So do I,
Wow,
as
well,
I'm
Okay.
walking around, do we just see Welvin, just hear a blast and then Welvin comes flying back out
flying
looking
back out of-
absolutely fizzled?
And he's kind of like,
So-
fizzled, like his hair, even there's little bits of like just static electricity, just like...
I lean down, I brush some hair out of his face, and I say, "Did we learn any lessons?"
No. I'm gonna go and just start
Kick
poking
him
the
a little
floor
bit.
with my staff.
Yeah.
Before you do that, maybe I should heal you a little. I don't know.
Or let literally anyone else try
I mean-
anything else.
I point at Snickle. Snickle is very good at finding traps and things. Maybe.
I hold on. I hold him. I hold
Fine.
Welbrin. I hold him.
You hold him. You hold him back.
I say to Nadia.
I'm going to wiggle aggressively.
Well, no, we are usually like this. Well, he's usually like this. Thundara is a lot better than this.
Is the
What?
lightning bolt like one off, or is it like continuously?
No. It's a one-off. It's a trap that's been set. It's been now the pressure plate has been activated. It's gone. It will be reset again today.
Can we see the pressure plate?
You can see the ground where it depressed slightly, so you can see it's still depressed.
And I'm just gonna tap Welvin on the shoulder and heal. Cure wounds 20. You get 20 back.
Nice.
Just like,
Thank you.
Ow.
just take it easy a little bit and let Snickle look around.
So,
know
Snickle,
you're
if,
I'm
eager
still
to get
wiggling
this
though,
back,
'cause
Matt,
Nandara's
then.
holding me.
if you're going into the room, Snickle, do you want to roll investigation for me?
Investigation. Natural 20.
Absolutely great. So
Hey.
there are no other traps on the walls. There is a table in the center of the room. It is intact. As you've walked through all the other rooms, you've noticed lots of furniture, you've got lots of things all broken, smashed pieces. This table is completely intact. There is a drawer at the table, and you do detect that there is a trap on this drawer should you try to open it. You don't see any visible lock, but you do find a trap. Small, just kind of like under the edge, tucked away. You do notice something. You can have a try at disarming it, but a fail at disarming it would set it off.
So it's like a
I
physical
can do
trap
it.
or a magical
It's a
trap?
physical trap.
Physical
The
trap.
trigger is physical. If you wanted
Right.
to disarm this, you would need a
Sleight of
sleight
hand
of hand.
5.
Yeah.
I relay back. Should I go for this trap? Disarm it?
I'll
Or
say,
does
How are you
anyone have
feeling?
more?
Oh, I feel great.
does anybody have any sort of magical hand? I've seen them before.
I do.
I glance over to Naughty and I say, my hands are pretty magical.
Oh, you have the magical hand. Please cast it, and we can open the door.
I throw pocket glitter at Snickle and give him bardic.
Okay, nice. You got bardic inspiration. Amazing.
And then I'll cotton on. Oh, right.
And this whole time, Nadia's just
I-
giggling in the corner.
Feel free to guide
I
me.
look to Welvrin and
Yeah.
I'm like, you
Guidance
give you
as
a
well. So you've got guidance, you've got bardic inspiration.
Let me see what I can do. My little fingers.
So the bardic inspiration is a d6.
Okay, 13
Okay,
plus.
so
Let's definitely
Be
use
careful.
a d6. 13 plus 3.
okay, 16 plus the
16
d4.
and d4. 4.
Oh,
20.
you needed 18, so that was good. Okay, you disarm
So
the
sad,
trap.
Mo.
Huh? No, I'm relieved because you would have died.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
Yes.
think we're
You,
getting a little too big for our britches there, fam.
yeah. But you
Traps.
you unlock the drawer. As you open it, inside you see a ring.
Of
A ring. You don't know.
Does Thundar's detect magic
We're
still
on.
Detect magic is on for
10 minutes, right?
10 minutes. It's probably been more than 10 minutes at this point.
I think it's been about 8.5 actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a tree. That's 10 minutes, right?
What
That's
can I
an
tell
hour.
from the tree? Sorry, not the tree, the ring.
You can't tell anything.
Can I investigate it? Or do an arcana check?
You can do an arcana check.
I think the guidance is still there. But I got a 19.
Is guidance for a specific skill?
Yeah, it's 2024 guidance, so it is
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah, but it's okay. With a 19, you definitely you detect that there is a magic to this ring, but it's not one that you can use. It's not one. You know that in order to use it, you would have to become attuned to it, but it's not one that you possess that kind of magic to become attuned to it.
Alright, I pick up the ring.
Good.
I'll
Nothing
say to
happens.
Welvrin, satisfied? Not a crown?
Now,
Not exactly.
Climb back on Thundara.
who wants a ring?
Perhaps
I want a ring.
we should wait until Thundara can use detect magic again, and as I've
Well,
relinquished
Is that the only way we
responsibility on that
can-
spell.
Any of you guys can roll Arcana
Yeah.
checks because you will find out some information if you can.
I'll
you
roll
would,
one.
You would roll and you would know if you could become attuned to it or not.
14.
18 on my part.
So you both roll again. You both find that there is. I mean, this thing is tingling off the charts, right? On a 14, Zehas, you know that there's magic to this ring, but you also know that it's not something. I mean, if you worked really hard, right, you could possibly attune yourself to this ring, but it's not your wheelhouse, right?
Doesn't seem naturey to me.
But Welvrin, on your 18, you know you could wield this ring quite easily. Yes,
All right.
Thundara.
I was just gonna say, should we show the ring to Nadia, see if she knows anything about it?
You can do.
Here, you give it to her.
No, don't give it to her.
We'll show it to her.
I don't have the ring. Or did you give me the ring?
That's what I'm giving it to you.
So Nadia looks at this ring and she's like, sorry, I have no idea what this is.
Maybe you could get a better look at it if Thundara was on her knees?
Stop.
Whoa!
And she's like, I don't know how that would work.
we met like 20 minutes ago.
I will relay to the group that I seemingly have the ability to wield it.
Interesting. So it's your kind of magic. I mean, we are presented with the conundrum. We take the ring, and then we have to deal with Nadia being in the gang, whilst the ring isn't here.
Nadia looks at Welvin. You are pretty convincing. If you could convince the members of the guild that we weren't able to enter the treasure room, I'm sure they would believe you, alongside myself, given you are, of course, inspectors. I'm sure they'd have no reason to doubt you.
Could
Fantastic.
we rough ourselves up a little in some way? Perhaps magically.
Do you have
using the
prestidigitation
crown,
or anything?
and we could make someone look a little roughed up.
Yeah?
Punch Welvin in the face.
I mean,
I
Welvin...
just healed him.
Yeah, Welvin's hair is like still sticking up on end, I guess. He's healed.
Yeah.
Just ask the owlbears to get dead bodies and smash some blood on your face.
Yeah, that could work, yes. Yes. Since we're in a world where there's no concern about blood diseases.
What's a disease?
Okay, Sounds good.
It's like when you spin around too much, right?
Yeah, I think the idea is you're just going to get some blood from the bodies that the owlbear's eating and just kind of make yourselves look damaged, I suppose.
That's not believable. Have you seen me?
Look at all his muscles.
My muscles are too
Look,
big for boneling.
only one of us has to look messed up, and I'm already looking messed up, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can fake it.
So Nadia turns to you,
I mean, do you see the
Thundara,
scorch
and
mark
she's
across
like,
my chest?
she's like, just punch me.
No. Anyway.
No, do it. Because if I'm hurt, it'll look more believable.
Thundara, do you want me to save you from this?
I don't be cryptic. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that you don't have to punch her if I metaphysically punch her instead.
I pull her to the side and I say, listen, you kind of showed your hand earlier when you didn't pull my hand away, and then I didn't pull my arm away, and I get a small feeling that you might like me a little bit.
That's why I want you to punch me.
Oh.
You're the only one I trust.
Oh! Sehas and Snickle are very trustable.
I thought we...
This is an aside. She's talking to Thundara here.
Yeah, you're not here. I tell her, like, I don't know if I feel good. What if I hurt you? That's the point. To hurt
That's
you.
the
I don't want to
point.
hurt you. Okay.
Come on.
She's a
I can take
Goliath, right?
Do it. Yeah, she's a Goliath.
And Thundara's a Goliath?
And Thundara's a Goliath.
Yeah, okay. So I just kind of look at Welvin and be like, Goliath mating ritual, maybe?
Mating ritual. I say, okay, but usually I don't punch people that I really like.
I know.
Oh, she knows.
She knows.
Do you want where do you want me to
So,
nose? No nose.
I mean, she just points to the side of her face.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to mess up that nose either. It's perfect. Okay. How hard do you want me to do? Listen,
Do a strength roll. Do a strength roll. But do it with disadvantage because you are holding back. You're hesitating, so do it with disadvantage.
I haven't asked if I'm that's what I was asking.
No, but you are still, because you are just naturally hesitant. So either way, just do it
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Fair.
I've never
Okay.
wanted 2 natural 20s or 2 natural 1s more than ever before.
And strength. Okay, hang on. Disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
9. I'm sorry. I can listen. No. Okay, listen. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I can do better than that. I just
So she, as
Nat 20.
so what? What was the one?
Nat 20. I'm just
Okay.
gonna punch again.
So the first time you try and punch her, and the shot just basically just brushes her cheek, and
I
she
usually don't have performance
Is it
anxiety.
disadvantage again next time, though, or not?
yeah, it's still
I
disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, probably not because now you're determined to do it, so that would be all right. So the first one just lands on her cheek, and it literally just it does nothing. It just barely even moves her face around, and she's just like, I know you're stronger than this.
You make me nervous.
I mean, you just got a natural
Yeah.
20, and it absolutely makes sense that the first one you're like, oh no, I was too weak. I need to show I'm strong.
So
And
then, before
other
the
hand.
second one, because you say, you make me nervous, and before
Yeah,
the
I'm usually
second
quite confident.
before the second punch, she leans in and gives you a really quick kiss, and then leans back as you literally are wound up to punch her, and you smack her in the face. Can you roll the double damage for me, please, on that?
No! Jesus Christ! You kissed me in front of Welvern? Ew! No, not me. I'm just kidding. Damage. That's... What is it again?
It's an unarmed strike, so it's a d4 plus strength.
Okay.
But it's d4 times 2 d4s plus your strength.
Okay. Where's my d4? There it is. Okay, so that's a 3 and a 4.
Perfect.
7.
Yeah, that's great. So you smack her in the face, the blood just falls out of her mouth, and it's like it's already starting to, like, even just within minutes, it's already starting to, like, bruise forming on the face, and she's like, and you hear it click, the jaw kind of slightly. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Ow. Thank you.
I feel bad, but that was also like one of the best punches I've had in a while. So like, thanks for bringing that out.
So that's good. So now she feels confident that with this, along with Welvrin's injury and Welvrin's convincing, she'll be able to go back to the guild and convince them that they weren't able to defeat the owlbears and get to the treasure.
And I'll say to Welvrin, as last time I said it, I was just mumbling to myself, and I was really proud of that joke. I'll say to Welvrin, I thought I was the wet one around here.
Yeah, Zehas, I heard you the first time and ignored it.
Oh.
Amazing. Oh, I love this. Okay, so...
is Snickle on me, or is...
I've given you some privacy.
Yeah, some privacy.
I just went.
We're all huddled in the
now.
hallway watching this happen.
So what now?
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
I think we go back. I'll pocket the ring,
Okay.
and then we'll go back and convince the guilds that the owlbears are still there
Okay.
and a formidable threat.
Right. So, where's Nadia? So as you head back into there, you walk in. Obviously now the bugbears are there. Everyone's there. They kind of see Nadia with this shiner and blood on her face. Then they see you, Welvrin, with your hair sticking up on end and this, I guess, whatever bolts on your armor is where the electricity kind of hit you. And, some of the thugs and some of the bugbears come up to Nadia and they're like, "Are you alright, boss? Is everything okay? What happened? Did you give those owlbears what for?" And Nadia, she says, "I hate to admit it, but they were too strong for us, even with the inspectors on hand. We will try again, though fear not, although this time we were unfortunately unable to retrieve the treasure." She's going to roll a deception check. Welvrin, if you want to jump in, now's your chance.
Yeah,
It's okay. I mean, she got a nat 20, so it's fine. But if you
Okay,
want to do
then
it...
I'll leave it.
Okay.
I'll leave it. I'll just be
I
yours.
don't need you.
Yeah. So, as she's being led away, she tells her underlings, basically, ensure that the inspectors are well rested and taken care of. They've been through a lot. At which point the various, couple of bugbears come up to you and they're like, "Oh, we have lovely rooms we can make up for you, sirs, if you'd like somewhere to rest after your battle. Maybe you can try again."
Yeah, I could definitely use a rest.
So at this point, they will give you an opportunity to have a room beyond that 21A. So you go down 22A, 22C, and again there you see there's these two rooms hidden behind secret passages, 22E and 22F. These are their kind of what they now use as their own barracks where they stay. They've made up beds for you all so that you can have a long rest without being interrupted.
Nice.
On
And
this, at this time, you will be able to attune to the ring,
Yeah.
Welvrin, if you want.
Yeah. How? So okay. Here's where this gets convoluted. How long does it take to attune to something?
So
just like the length of a long rest.
It depends on the item. In this,
Okay.
so with this item, you will roll an Arcana check. Normally, I'd make you roll 2. The first one you rolled, you got a really high roll. So I will say you need to do 1 roll for the Arcana. If you pass the DC, you will attune to the item. If you don't, you can try again on your next long rest, and it will be 2 rolls.
Okay.
And if they both pass the DC, then you will be attuned to the item.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for that.
Roll Arcana.
Can I guide if I notice Welvrin is
Yeah,
like,
you
focusing
can. I
on
mean,
the ring?
you can guide anytime you like. It's all good.
I would
And that's a
also do
D4?
Something really long rest if I can.
That is a 22.
Yeah, it is a ring of invisibility, and not a ring of
Holy shit.
shit invisibility. It is a ring of limitless invisibility. This means that it doesn't have charges. When you put it on, you can basically keep it on, but you take a magic action to become invisible, and then you can use a bonus action to become visible again. There are still some issues. For example, if you are wearing it and you attack somebody, they will know where the attack came from. Things like that still exist. However, so I think it follows the same, the same principles of invisibility. So when you're invisible, when you roll initiative, you have advantage. You aren't affected by anything that requires you to be seen, so you don't have to worry about that. And anything you're wearing is also, or carrying, is also concealed. And attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and your attack rolls have advantage. If a creature would somehow see you, you don't get this benefit against the creature. So if someone, for example, can see invisibility, you don't get that. Because I believe in the old one, in the old definition, it was a slightly different, but in 2024, yeah, it's these are the conditions. And as far as I'm aware, I'll have to check on it, but I don't think you lose invisibility.
Okay.
Because this is effectively like what would have been in 2014, like greater invisibility. It is a very, very powerful ring. In obtaining this treasure and passing the owlbears on this long rest, you all level up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it my birthday?
So we're long resting and leveling up.
You're long resting and leveling up. And we will then come back to that level up, because it's now 11, onto the next session, where now, you, as you sleep in each of your respective dreams or meditative states, you hear that familiar voice. And now the voice tells you that you may proceed to the next level.
During the long rest, could I talk to Nadia?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is something I can do, but I would like to bring up how I heard her voice in my head.
Oh, yes, of course. So I had a spell called Message that I was able to use to speak to you. And I can do that just whenever.
Is this something I can learn? I want to text. I want to DM.
Well, I mean, it only works if I can see you effectively.
Ugh, I still want it.
Sort of. Things like, stone, walls, metal things will block it, but yeah. As long as they're within range, which is 120 feet, she can see you and speak to you. secretly?
It's a cantrip, so I don't know when bards change cantrips.
Yeah.
You might have chosen what you've got.
It is part of the bard. It is part of a bard cantrip that can be taken.
But I don't know when bards ever select a new cantrip.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just spells now.
Neither do I.
I would like to tell her that I liked hearing your voice in my head, and I wouldn't mind hearing it more.
And then you hear the voice in your head, and she looks at you but speaks through message. It would be a pleasure.
I said, think about how much shit that we can talk about Wilfred.
At which point she smiles.
Why'd you say it like that? At which point she smiles.
At which point she smiles.
Alright, that's all I just wanted to know about messaging.
Yeah. There you go.
I said, well, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Boop. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And
So awkward.
yeah. Bye.
So.
Holy shit, she kissed me!
Yeah.
Why didn't I talk about that? How do I text in my head?
Instead, boop. It's too realistic, Shasta.
It is. It's true. Derek can attest. That's exactly how I flirt. Anyway, night.
Okay, so yes, with that, everyone, you guys level up, and then when we play again, you will be able to head down to level 3 of the dungeon. At now, what are you, level 7?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Level 7. Do you want to go? We don't have to do it now, but Shasta, did you want to go up a bard level, or do you want to stick with a barbarian level?
I didn't think about it because I thought there would be like 18 more sessions before you'd let us level up.
What? No, man. When you clear a floor, you level up. For these early parts, anyway.
We're clearing the floor. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it.
Okay.
I'm open to suggestion from the peanut gallery, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can... I mean, you get some cool bard stuff coming at level 3. And there's not really much difference at level 2, but I mean, you have to get past that to get to level 3. Barbarian-wise, that would put you at a level 6.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? I don't know what you get as a barbarian at level 6. We'll look into it and we'll talk. Cool. All right. Well, everybody, I think that it's time. So yes, if you want to discuss your leveling up stuff, we can do that offline. If you're good with it, just go ahead and level up. We just need to remember to tell Kesa and Kim to level up as well. Awesome. So next week, obviously, I'm not around, moving house, so I will not be here. But hoping that I can get everything set up, we should be back again for the 19th. Possibly. Yeah. That's the plan. So I'll send a message around. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll be back on the 19th if there's enough players. But yes, everyone, take care, and we'll see you again next time.